wonder if we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 8:80 a.m. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's Rule 76.
Well, it is a Tuesday, and it is DNR with you right here on 880 ESPN, and, of course, on the ESPN New York app. You can live stream us, and you can watch us in our beautiful studios. You can watch us on YouTube. I feel badly because I gave a pick that did not hit last night. I got a lot of negativity, but I guess what do they say? Like, any publicity is good publicity. Good morning, Rick. How are you?
A pick that didn't hit.
It didn't hit.
I get a bunch of homeless people right now because of you.
Yeah, I feel badly about that.
I feel bad.
Yeah.
It didn't hit, didn't win.
Well, I mean, listen, it's not my fault that Lamar Jackson can't.
I mean, they lost. It's an awful pick.
It was a bad pick. I went 2-1.
Just a bad pick. That was a horrendous pick.
It was a bad pick. By the way, this idea that the Ravens are any kind of legitimate Super Bowl contender, I just don't see it right now.
That was not a great performance. It was not. No.
I mean,
Derrick Henry
sacked,
now 3 games.
Has he ever been sacked 7 times in his career?
7 times? I can't remember 7 times. I mean, you got to give their defense tons of credit. Listen, their offense, what was it, 2 drives where they went 90-plus yards to score touchdowns?
Yeah. I think they ran the ball down their throat.
Dan Campbell.
Being serious, like, the pick stunk, and of course it did. I'm not going to argue that. I was really surprised / impressed with Detroit.
Yes. I couldn't agree more with you. I mean, after what you saw with them week 1.
They were non-competitive, really, against Green Bay.
Well, yeah, week 1. I mean, I think that was kind of a coming-out party for Green Bay, right? Like, hey, Green Bay brings in Micah Parsons. You know, could this be a Super Bowl caliber team? They take care of Detroit. Then with Detroit on their side of the ball was they lost Ben Johnson and they lost Aaron Glenn, right? How do they respond to that? It's not easy losing coordinators, right? And they didn't look great. They bounced back and absolutely smashed Chicago, but it's Chicago. Chicago's defense stinks. Now the real test against the Ravens in Baltimore. I think Lamar had lost 2 games in his career against NFC teams. I think it's 2 now it's 3.
Right. It was the Giants, then last year it was the Eagles, and now add the Lions to it, right?
Now add the Lions to it. So, yeah, I mean, you mentioned a couple things. They got 2 listen, Detroit is still a really talented team. I don't care how many coordinators they lost. Their offense, when you look at it, a couple offensive linemen they lost, but their ability with those 2 running backs last night to run the football for over 200 yards, and then you saw some of the creativity, the touchdown where they have the St. Brown to Gibbs who walks into the end zone.
What a gorgeous play call.
Right, which as a Giants fan, I would imagine you watch
that. You know, it's funny you say that because I was just thinking that. It's like the Giants are running offense from like 1952 in the red zone, and the Lions are running the thing that you look at and you're like, boy, that's the most gorgeous play I've ever seen in the red zone.
Right, creativity.
How creative?
Well, I mean, that's why your coach is supposed to have a job, right?
He's supposed to be an offensive guru.
Yeah, and then you watch your team in the red zone and those 4 plays in particular, and you're like, that might be the worst trip into the red zone I've ever seen in my entire life.
It was absolutely brutal.
Like, it was that bad.
It was brutal. I mean, and I know we say this a lot, watching the game last night and watching the Jets and Giants, it doesn't even feel like it's the same sport you're watching.
No. I mean, they're that far away. I mean, that's the reality of it. I think both sides of this, Giants and Jets, I think different, though, because at least I'm in year 1 of a new regime. You're in year 4, right? Like, I mean, you're coming off. I think I would make the argument when you take all of it and put it together, probably the worst season in your history.
You could argue that. Yeah. I mean, the positive I have is I have hope at the quarterback position.
What? I know what you're saying. And I don't necessarily disagree with you, but I also recognize that because the fan base is so fed up, because it's been so bad with Brian Daboll, and now you're like Joe Shane. I know he's trying to separate himself from Brian Daboll, but like you start looking back at a couple of his drafts. I mean, last year's not this year's draft, the draft previous that we thought was good, and it may not be that great. Like, I mean, if they have another bad season, even if Jaxson Dart is good, I mean, do they survive a 3-4 win season again?
No.
Right, so now you got a quarterback, and I don't want to get into this now, but again, you're going to put yourself in the same situation. And it could have easily been avoided by just cleaning house when you had the opportunity to clean house.
Right, but this is what bad teams do. All I'm saying is the Giants have the hope of the quarterback, and the Jets have the hope of the coaching staff.
Yeah, I get. Yes, yeah, but at least what I would say to you is that you're asking a lot from a rookie quarterback.
A lot.
That all of a sudden now.
What else? Well, what else do the Giants fans have? Like, what else is there right now?
Well, you don't have much, and you got a really tough schedule. But that's a lot to put on a rookie's plate. Where, I mean, you've seen the team in 2 of the 3 games not be able to score points. Like, the offense isn't very good. So now just inserting Jaxson Dart, who hasn't played yet, is going to be the big, huge difference?
Well, I think that listen, I think we need to look at the Dallas game and look at that as like that's the outlier. That's not what this offense is going to be. So put that to the side. I think that Russell Wilson is not good. Like in games 1 and 3, Russell Wilson has been horrendous, and I kind of think that's what he is. So if that's what he is, then I still think it's a tall order for Jaxson Dart to come in here and save things, but I think that he has a better chance to save things than Russell Wilson does.
Right, I don't disagree with you. I think that's why when Brian Daboll was asked yesterday about the quarterback position, he's like, we're going to look over the tape and, we'll make a decision, which has everyone believing that it might be Jaxson Dart you see against the Chargers, which I don't know is the right decision. And again, who knows why they're making the decision? Is that why they're making the decision? Because he gives them the best chance to win and he's ready? Or is it because they're 0-3 and they're feeling the heat now?
If it's because they're 0-3 and he's starting to feel desperate, then he should get his resume very, very ready because he's not going to be here for long at all.
Right, but you won't know.
You won't know.
No, I mean okay. I guess here's my bigger concern /
Isn't
point.
he close to ready if he's the backup quarterback?
Yeah, but how much of that is just that because they know
that
people are going to want to see him sooner rather than later?
I don't know.
I mean, it's the preseason. They were 3-0 in the preseason. They're 0-3.
Listen, Tommy DeVito looked great in the preseason.
Right, so you haven't seen him do much in games anyway. I mean, the times that he does get inserted to the games, they're I know you get the feeling like, I mean, is that necessary right now, or is like they're kind of just shoehorning him in when I don't know if it's the right time to call, like to put him in there, and then
it's very strange the way they're getting him
right,
involved
and
in games. Yes,
he's just kind of, it's a zone read where he's running the ball. God forbid he gets hurt, but I think we all want to believe that they're putting him in because he gives them the best chance to win. My problem with the whole thing is that when he gets thrown in now, he's going to be expected to be like to hit the ground running and be good because we don't have patience here. And I think we both agree that that's not fair.
Fair or not, I mean, sometimes that's just the reality of the situation.
Right, but the Giants aren't a good team.
Right.
Jaxson Dart wasn't the first overall pick. Jaxson Dart, I mean, may end up being a really good quarterback, but he's not Cam Ward. They try to trade up to get Cam Ward.
Right. Well, right. The expectation was that he was not going to be Cam Ward, and the truth is we have no idea. He could be great,
but Cam Ward
terrible.
is having a hard time. Right, but Cam Ward is having a hard time in Tennessee.
I would imagine that Jaxson Dart is going to go through growing pains.
Exactly, but I think there are a lot of people that expect the second he steps foot on the field, the whole thing's going to look different.
Well, that's just stupidity. If you expect a rookie quarterback with a lack of talent on the offensive side of the football to make his debut and all of a sudden it looks unbelievable, then that's on you. All I want to see is like some hope. All I want to see is some plays where you can kind of see it's in there and either Daboll, if he can, or a better coach in the future can unlock the rest of that potential and put the right team around him. That's what I'm hoping for.
Right. Well, if that's the hope, then Week 4 against the Chargers is too early to play him. If that's all you're looking for, it's too early to play him.
So when is the right time then?
Because
I need to see enough of him to know if he's going to be a good quarterback.
Well, I don't think
have an idea if he's going to be a good quarterback.
No, I know. But right now you're going into Week 4. The priority has to be to try to win football games. Right
okay,
now.
but how about if deep down, and again, you don't know what the honest answer is because the coaching staff is just a weird position. How about if deep down they say to themselves, he gives us a better chance to win?
Well, but if that's the case, then you're going to need to win some games then. Like if that's the reason why you're putting him in, is because your belief is he gives us the best chance to win, then you're going to have to see some winning. Like, we're not at the point now where season's completely over. Yeah, it feels like it's over because you're 0-3, but he'll have growing pains. It'll be ups and downs, but we just have to see times when he flashes, and we'll feel good about it. They got a lot of season left to just to have that as your, hey, it may not look good for bits and pieces because he's a rookie, but as long as he flashes, you want to deal with, you got 14 more games.
All right, but look at Russell Wilson. He looks like he probably shouldn't be a quarterback in this league right now.
Week 2, he looked like maybe the best quarterback in the league. So
I think you have to take that out of the equation. Caleb Williams looked like the best quarterback in the league against Dallas as well.
Well, I don't think you can take it out of the equation. I think it has to be baked into the equation.
Well, I
he's
think
had
Dallas
2 bad
is the
games
outlier,
and 1
though.
good game. He's had 2 bad games and he's had 1 good game.
Right.
Right.
So
how many
if
weeks?
If you start him again, if you start him again and he's brutal, then what? Then it's 3-1. Like, at what point do you have to say, okay, this guy's not doing well?
I think it depends on how you feel about the court, like how you deep down inside feel about Jaxson Dart. Is he ready? Is he ready mentally to struggle and deal with what comes along with that? The media, the fan base. Is he ready to do all that? He's the backup quarterback now, so I would think that Brian Daboll feels like he's pretty close to being ready to do that. You're talking about Chargers. Then you got the Saints, which feels like, okay, that's a winnable game. Then you play the Eagles on Thursday.
Right.
Right? You got short week, and you got the Eagles. And then at Denver, and then at the Eagles.
Right. And then the Niners.
Right. But at least that's at home. You got through the Eagles, Broncos, Eagles sandwich right there in the middle of that. But there's no great time. But I'm fine with it if you truly believe, and the people in that locker room and the players in that locker room believe that Jaxson Dart is ready and he gives you a better chance to win. And then you go see what happens.
I don't know. That's the honest
reason,
answer is I don't know, and I shouldn't have to make this decision.
No, you don't have to make this decision, but the reason can't be, all right, I'm sick of seeing Russell Wilson, and season's over. Let's just give Jaxson Dart experience. It's too early for that.
Well, but again, Russell Wilson, if he's no good, then you would upgrade the quarterback position.
If that's what you believe, yes. Listen, I'm fine with it. If that's what you believe.
I don't know. How would I possibly know? I'm not sitting there watching every practice.
I'm not asking you to make the decision, you jackwagon. I'm saying whoever makes the decision, Brian Daboll, Joe Shane, if
Daboll and Shane, I would guess, with maybe a little bit of input from Mara.
Well, who do you think is going to make the decision? Of course they're going to be the ones that make the decision. What do you think? They put up a poll in the locker room?
You keep saying, well, if that's what you think.
If that's what they think, you're the Giants. If the Giants believe and the team believes that he gives them the best chance to compete and win, then that's what you'd like to do. The guys in the locker room know.
I can't imagine that this past weekend he would have given them a lesser chance to win.
The way that Russell Wilson looked, especially in the red zone. But I don't know why. Like, if you're so ready now after watching the tape to make a quarterback change in the moment as you watch your team struggle in the red zone, you've already thrown Jaxson Dart into games. Like, why not throw him into a red zone situation?
Well, do you think they're well coached?
No, but that's my biggest problem with this whole thing.
Right? Yeah. I agree.
You're asking a young kid that wasn't the first overall pick to take over a bad team. Offense is not great. It's the same offense last year that was 31st in the NFL. Just make it better with a coaching staff that we don't really trust.
Correct. Offensive line stinks. We'll bring back the same offensive line. Less a healthy, at least for the first few weeks last year, less a healthy Andrew Thomas. Go figure it out. What kind of plan is that?
You're seeing. An 0-3 plan.
An 0-3 plan. And I talked to Rodon yesterday. How many wins? He laughed at me last year. I said, they're going to win 2 or 3 games. No, come on. Everybody wins more than that. You can't help but fall into that. How many do you think this year? Right now. Look at that schedule. Look at this team. You think this is a 6-win team?
No.
So they're going to win 3 games again.
It'd be hard-pressed to find 3.
Well, there are... there's games they could win. They could win the Saints.
But that game is in Vegas, though.
Right. Every game that's winnable or feels winnable is on the road. Right. The Raiders, the Patriots.
Bears.
Saints.
I don't know. And then you got the Commanders at home and you got the Cowboys at home.
Right. Well, the Cowboys you know what they'll do? They'll be 1-15. They'll play the Cowboys at home in week 18 or whatever it is, and they'll win that game. And then that'll save their job because not going winless at home is a really big deal. Apparently,
Listen, it's a home win. It's a big thing.
Apparently, it is.
Got that Colts win. Put that in your back pocket.
This franchise right now is an embarrassment.
You'll be in the same situation the Jets were in when we didn't really want to win, but there were still people that wanted to beat Belichick, beat the Patriots and Belichick in the last game of the season.
Right.
Just to make themselves feel good. Because that's worked. It's the catalyst. Like Don would say, it builds character, changes the culture, builds momentum.
Right. Does the culture feel like it's at a very high level right now?
No, but it's good when you fight.
But Rick, they beat the Colts.
Yeah, all that did was prolong.
You can't have Cam Ward.
Or prolong the inevitable, it feels like.
Right.
He's going to get fired anyway.
Well, I mean, what would you say the odds are that Brian Daboll is back next season?
Right now, it doesn't feel good.
2%?
Well, right now, it's going to all depend on whether or not if Jaxson Dart is awesome. And they don't want to screw him up the way they thought they screwed up Daniel Jones.
Don't you find it hard to believe he's going to be awesome?
Yes.
I mean, how many rookie quarterbacks take the field and are awesome?
On bad teams? Not many.
Well, how many rookie quarterbacks play on good teams?
I think there are. I think there are better situations sometimes than.
Sure,
than others.
Better situations to what the Giants are. I would agree with, but how many rookie quarterbacks start on good teams in week 4 or 5 or 6?
Bo Nix. Bo Nix was on a good team.
Yeah, Bo Nix was on a good team.
C.J. Stroud had a great rookie year.
He had a great rookie season.
Jaden Daniels,
that's got to be
a
conversation about what the hell's going on there now. But yes, he had a great rookie season.
Well, but I think ultimately, as good as you are, and as potentially generational as you could be as a quarterback, dysfunctional teams will get back to being dysfunctional teams, like it or not. Like the Bengals the Bengals have turned themselves back into the Bengals.
So you can't get the stink off you. You just
because
can't.
Unless ownership changes, right?
Well, the only saving change.
Well, the only saving grace for Washington and Jaden Daniels is they changed ownership.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, there's no reason to. I mean, the best thing that could happen is that your owner was just like a degenerate, and it was forced to sell the team.
Right. But I mean, Houston was a dumpster fire.
Right. Right. They were. But the Giants, they're not going to change ownership. The Jets are not going to change ownership. If you can't win because the ownership is that bad and can never get it right, then it's never going to change.
Yeah. So I mean, I think you're starting to. I think, unfortunately for you, you're starting to kind of work your way into that category. Unfortunately,
I would agree with you.
Which is something that, I mean, and I like the guy. I think I think he loves the team. I think he's a really good guy.
Being a good man and being a good owner are two different things, though.
Yeah, completely different things. This is not the same kind of situation. This is just some bad decision making. A lot of bad decision making.
And I really firmly believe that Shane and Daboll are employed right now because he felt like we've made so much change. I just don't want to make more change.
Yes,
which to me is asinine, to be honest with you.
I actually think that's more coach than GM. I actually think he likes Joe Shane and he likes I think he likes what Joe Shane has put together in the front
Renan
office.
told me yesterday, he goes, there's no way that Shane will keep his job if this is another 3-win
So it's
season.
gone. Everything's gone
Yeah,
again.
he said if it was like a 5 or a 6 and they decided they had to move on from Brian Daboll, that's possible. He said, but if it's that bad, like if it imitates last year, there's no way they can bring this regime
All right,
back.
so now you're talking first-round quarterback with new GM and new coach.
Right.
That's great.
It's all great. So I guess the question of the day, because it was left wide open in the press conference yesterday, is it time to go with Jaxson Dart?
I think it's early, but
you think it's too early. So you would not do it. It's fine. You can say you wouldn't do it.
Well, no, but I don't. I have a hard time giving you a definitive answer. Right now it feels too early. It feels too like knee jerk. Like, hey, Russell Wilson stunk a couple weeks and we're 0-3, and we got we have a fan base that is starting to already give up. And you know this, I know this. The last thing as an owner you want is an apathetic fan base. And you do have an owner that jumped over the second-string quarterback to give the fan base what he wanted with Tommy DeVito. So, like, it has happened before. But I also don't see practice. I'm also not in the locker room in those, like, little cliques around the locker room hearing guys talk about if they think Russell Wilson stinks or not. That happens. I'm telling you right now.
I'm sure
like you'll have a group of players that'll get like, hey, this Russell Wilson's no good anymore. We need Jaxson Dart or whoever the player is. If that were to be happening, then you'd be more. Yes.
more pro. Let's make the move.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's make the move for us. Let's take a break. We have you know what today is? Today's CMT Sandwich Day.
Yeah, today's a Buster Mel CMT sangui.
What?
Sandwich.
Oh, you're saying it cute? I got you.
Okay, you're the only one that can talk cute?
Well, no.
You're the only one that does voices?
Listen, my voices are unbelievable.
Listen, so you and Gross are the voice guys. Okay, you guys, fine.
You're the brains of the operation.
Yeah, listen, you guys be the cute voice guys, okay? That's fine.
No, I didn't know what you were doing. I thought you might have had a stroke.
LSU Go Tigers.
I said it was a Buster in Mel sandwich.
Yeah, sandwich threw me for a moment.
Sorry, it's a sandwich.
You know what? Don't talk to me like that.
I
lost all my
I
mind
feel like I need to talk to you like a baby.
Treat me like a baby.
I'm going to treat you like a baby.
Treat me like a baby.
Come over here. I'll burp you.
You know what? This baby's going to take us to break, and then this baby's going to come back from break and talk to you and the callers and hear from Brian Daboll. How's that sound?
I like it.
Baby and DiPietro, 880 ESPN. I think there's liverwurst on a naughty sandwich.
You matter, and so does your well-being. If you're facing tough moments, struggling with anxiety, depression, thoughts of suicide, or substance use, help is here anytime you need it. Call, text, or chat 988 for free confidential support. New Jersey's 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here 24/7 for you or someone you love, with trained counselors who listen and care without judgment. You matter. Remember New Jersey's 988. A message from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
When it comes to restoring cars, Diego's got skills. And with Total Wireless in his corner, the whole world sees them. With the dual camera system on his new iPhone 13, he can take amazing car photos and post them on the fly with super fast 5G, and even turn this hobby into a full-time gig. His claim to fame? Claiming iPhone 13 with 5G on us. Get iPhone 13 with 5G on us when you switch to the Total 5G or 5G Plus Unlimited 3-month plan. Total Wireless, in your corner. For limited time while supplies last. Valid in store. Device taxes and fees may apply. Requires port in and ID verification. Restrictions apply.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
Game time isn't just on the field. It's in your driveway, too. At Kia City of the Bronx, they're making plays with the full lineup of brand new Kias ready for you at 3505 Connor Street. Don't sit on the sidelines while your dream car drives by. Visit KiaCity.com or call 646-917-7955 and they'll get you behind the wheel of something fresh. Kia City of the Bronx. This is how the Bronx drives.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Holding. Defense.
The ref totally blew that call.
Oh, I'm sure he'll make the right call next time.
It's too late. It cost us the game.
Well, it's just one game.
That loss eliminated us from the playoffs.
Oh, the playoffs are on so late. Now you'll be well rested.
Okay, I need you to stop talking now.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan. We are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
All right, now DNR with you, 880 ESPN. Away we go on a Tuesday. Happy New Year to all those that celebrate. Today, Rick, is Rosh Hashanah.
I
It's
realize
New
that.
Year in the Jewish religion.
That's very nice. Did you guys? It was last night. The delicious meal.
We're actually going out to Long Island this afternoon to have the delicious meal at my mom's.
Oh, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Rothenberg.
Yep.
Hello.
Yep.
A little brisket.
What does that mean? So I
What do you
say, oh, delicious, that Raymond's mom makes a delicious meal. And you go, oh, Mrs. Rothenberg, hello. And I don't care about it at all.
I mean, you don't care. Ray does care. Ray's dad cares, is more importantly.
But because I said, if you look at the video of that, there was no reaction from me. I didn't have a reaction until you had a reaction.
I saw your tongue move when you said flan. I saw what you were doing.
I just have an active tongue. I can't help that.
That's not what you do with your tongue.
I have a very active tongue.
Hey, you said flan, and your tongue started doing wild things.
That's not true.
I just said Mrs. Rothenberg. Ooh.
Oh, Mrs. Rothenberg. I know your thoughts.
I think she could teach me some things.
It's my mother. Can you please?
What a job by this unbelievable Pernille-loving family.
Yeah.
And you wonder why they don't like you.
Why don't they like me?
Do I have to list the
Pernille can be delicious. Mrs. Santiago's flan? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Delicious. Delicious.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. The woman makes a beautiful cup of flan.
You never tried it before.
That's what I'm told.
See, but that's why there was the thought that was sexual. Because you've never actually tried the flan.
Because you're a deviant. That's why. That's the truth. Is that a man says, yeah, this woman makes delicious flan, and your thought is, I'm talking about her in the bedroom. That's crazy talk.
Well, if I hadn't tried it, I mean, you didn't try it. That's like if I never tried Mrs. Rothenberg's white fish salad, and I was like, fish salad.
Yeah, if you said, boy, Mrs. Rothenberg, she makes a great white fish salad, I wouldn't be like, stop talking about my mother in the bedroom like that.
Mm-hmm. Delicious. Delicious.
If I've never
you're a sicko is what you are.
If I've never eaten
you're
salad.
This far from being registered on lists when you move to new towns.
There's no list for someone that gets with older women.
Well, maybe there should be.
No. There's no list like that.
I mean, you're really debaucherous. You know that?
Your mom's like, well, I don't know, what's the step after a cougar?
See, this is mean.
She's like a saber-toothed tiger.
This the problem with you is, I'm told when we do, like, everything is safe or everything is within limits except for kids and moms. And now you just attack the moms.
No, kids and wives.
So moms are open season? Is that really who you are? Moms are open season?
We attack my mother all the time.
I've never said a word about your mother.
You said a plastic surgery thing not too long ago about my mother.
You say that.
I'm just telling you what she thinks.
Oh, my. RJ, I know everyone is scared of Rick and his muscles and all that, and I know you'll never go against him because you're in fear and awe of Rick. But you're telling me that I'm the one that goes after his mom?
I mean, that wasn't a great start to get me on your side.
Well, just be honest.
Listen, I think he speaks honestly.
That's not the point. He says I go after his mom.
Well, I don't know if that happens.
Because it doesn't?
But
your mother.
What I would say is maybe you're looking at it the wrong way. Maybe this is just Rick's way of complimenting your mom.
Yes, exactly right.
Boy, you guys are insane. You know that?
Your mom is a nice woman.
She's a wonderful woman.
Takes very good care of herself. Listen, Nana Bubbles also takes great care of herself.
Very good care of herself. I'm not
I
denying
think Nana
that.
Bubbles is probably a good time.
I'm just see. This is where it kind of crosses the line.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Well,
I think back in the day that you were a good time. I think you were a good time.
I was.
Have you done crack?
I think you tried some stuff.
Lots of stuff.
I once built my own bong.
I just see Nana Bubbles, and I said to myself, you know what? Nana Bubbles could probably enjoy herself.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Sorry.
Well, I mean, can we talk about Jaxson Dart?
Is that what you want to talk about, really? You really want to talk about the Giants?
Over my mother and mother-in-law sexually? Yes,
good
probably.
Well, you're not my mother.
That's a good point. I mean, listen, anything to avoid talking about what we're embarking on right now as
Well,
Mets
we
fans.
could talk about the Mets.
Oh, we could. I mean, we're now in a situation where we have to win 5 of the next 6?
Probably.
Probably.
Come on. Let me do a read. Let's get to the Giants calls. Stay in order, okay?
Sorry. Just keep yourself.
God, you're all over the place. You're jutting here. You're jutting there.
Stay
the
focused
Mothers,
today.
the pernil, the flan. I can't keep up with it now. Whitefish salad.
Stay focused, would you please?
I'm trying, but have you ever been diagnosed with ADD, or is it just something we know you have?
Fully diagnosed? No, I think I have it.
Clearly.
Yeah. Got a lot of letters. I got most of the alphabet, I would imagine.
CTE, ADHD.
Got CTE, ADD, OCD, you name it. I got it.
You think you're obsessive compulsive too?
Oh yeah, but have you seen my nightly routine? Yeah, of course.
Well, no. How would I see your nightly routine?
I've explained it to you.
But I haven't seen it.
Well, of course. I mean,
check the stove, check the oven, wash the hands.
Yep.
You a big hand washer.
Check the basement. Check the garage. Yeah, there's a lot.
ESPN New York is now live like never before, streaming on YouTube. Your favorite shows like Ours, Bart and Carlin, The K Show, Don Hahn Rosenberg, now with live video. Interact, react, be part of the conversation. Live on YouTube. Subscribe right now at ESPN New York on YouTube and never miss a moment. And then, of course, at 9:15 we get the bump when RJ hops on and does stuff you missed. And then all of a sudden the numbers go up from like 800 to 1,200.
I don't know if I want to be known as the bump.
You're the bump.
You're the human bump is what you are.
I don't think that's. I don't think that's.
You're the radio. You're the ratings bump.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not going to call you ratings
we're not saying
bump.
it in a nasty way.
Well, no, I didn't think that you were. I didn't know if you want your branding to be bump. You know what I mean?
Well,
you get to choose your own adventure.
RJ, I'll leave it up to you. If there's
Let the
something you'd
wild
prefer-
rumpus begin.
Something you'd prefer to be known as, then by all means, let us know and we can move in that direction.
I appreciate that.
You have anything top of mind right now?
I do not.
Okay. Well, you get to work. James in Westchester. James, good morning. You're on 880 ESPN. How are you? James, are you there?
I'm good. I just, I really can't. Can you hear me, boys?
James, we hear you great.
We got you,
We
buddy.
got off to a rocky start with this phone call, but I think it's going to get back on the rails. Go ahead.
All right. I'm pulling the nose up here. Here we go. My thought process here is, do you think that Russell Wilson, what you've seen of him in the last few years, do you think that game against the bad Dallas defense is an anomaly, or do you think he's going to start playing like that? Because I just don't.
No,
I don't.
He's not
see
going to
it.
start playing
And-
like that. Might
Well,
he be
I
better
don't-
than he was against Kansas City? Yes. You're not going to see. You've never seen that before. So, of course, it's an anomaly.
Well, I just think that a guy like Jaxson Dart played in the SEC for 4 years. He was successful. I don't think that Russell Wilson is going to win you football games, and I don't think you bring Jaxson Dart in just to see what he has. I think that his ceiling is so much higher than Russell Wilson's, and trying to find a soft landing spot for him, which everyone talks about, is a great concept, but he's going to have to play good teams at some point anyway. Let the kid get in and show you what he's got. I don't see what the big
Right, but there's no
deal is
rush.
here.
There's no rush to put him into a bad spot. It's hard enough to transition from, I don't care if it's the SEC, if it's the big, it doesn't matter, or how many games you started in college. Yeah, that's important, and when you're trying to figure out who you want to draft, I think that's very important. But I don't think there's a bigger jump in all professional sports than there is from
I agree with
quarterback in college to a starting quarterback in the NFL,
But
especially
here
when
would
you
be
go
my
into a
question
bad
to you.
spot.
So you don't want to put him in a bad spot, which I agree with. But it's all going to be a bad spot.
Well, but there
is no good spot.
You have the luxury because there are really no expectations outside of the coach trying to save his job. That's what makes this the most difficult, is that you have the whole Brian Daboll's future looming here. Like, otherwise, there's no rush at all to put him in. Like, we want to throw him in when he's 110% ready,
right?
And we can find it's not going to be a soft landing spot because on the schedule there are no soft landing spots. But like a runway where we feel like he's going to be able to get off to the best start. He's going to struggle. It's inevitable.
Of course,
like he will hit a rough patch. There'll be a couple tough games. Hopefully, he bounces out of it. But you want to give him the best chance to at least gain a little confidence early, as opposed to putting him in a tough spot where he just gets beat up immediately.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say at this point.
Well, I think
feel
you
like,
know.
You feel like there's going to be massive growing pains when he starts But there's massive growing pains now, and you're not getting the luxury of at least getting the young guy experience.
I didn't do a very good job of articulating what I was trying to say. I don't think. I feel like I went around in a bunch of different places. My bigger concern is that because it's so early in the season, because Russell Wilson's been bad for 2 of the 3 games, and they made Jaxson Dart the backup as opposed to the third string, so it feels like it's Russell Wilson and now it's going to be Jaxson Dart, is that there are still Giants fans that feel like Jaxson Dart being the starting quarterback gives them the best chance to win, so they'll expect wins.
I think that's crazy.
As opposed to just letting the kid go out and play and deal with.
Do you think well, I know you don't think that.
No, I don't think that at all.
How could you be a Giants fan and think that this team is a quarterback change away from being a winning football team?
Oh, because your coach thought it was a quarterback change away from being a winning football team.
That feels crazy right now. Let's break. Come back. Phone lines all lit up. 1-800-919-3776. We'll hear from Brian Daboll. We got the big CMT sandwich coming up at about 7:35. We have Buster Olney. We have the sandwich part of it with CMT. And then, of course, we have Mel Kiper Jr. 800-919-3776. DNR with you on a CMT Tuesday right here on 880 ESPN.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? My friend was telling me about magnesium gummies she takes. How do I even know if my heart is work stress affected? It's time to up my cardio. If my mom has something, how would I find out? It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Well, to hit a home run, everything's got to line up perfectly, just like when you find the person you want to marry. When it's time to propose, well, do what I did. Visit the engagement experts at London Jewelers. From their beautiful 2 by London collection to custom designs for any budget, they make finding the perfect ring easy. Visit London Jewelers at any of their 6 locations and tell them I sent you for the Michael K. treatment. London Jewelers, getting it just right.
You matter, and so does your well-being. Call, text, or chat 988, New Jersey's Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, for free 24/7 support with mental health, suicide, or substance use concerns for you or someone you love. A message from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
This fall, golf's greatest rivalry comes alive like never before. The Ryder Cup isn't just at Bethpage Black, it's everywhere. From a high-octane fan zone at Rockefeller Center to official watch parties across Manhattan to curated fan kits bringing the action home. You can rally with Team USA or Team Europe wherever you are. Feel the passion, celebrate the tradition, and live every putt, drive, and cheer. Ryder Cup Live. Be part of golf history on and off the course.
At Garden City Mazda, our inventory of new and Mazda certified pre-owned vehicles is unmatched in New York.
Our fall kickoff savings start now. Don't miss out.
Garden City Mazda. Exhilaration at every turn, exceptional in every way.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
What if a quarterback completed 4 out of his 5 passes, or a point guard hit 4 out of 5 shots from behind the arc? Well, now, when you're hiring, you can play at that level, because 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter's technology hustles to find skilled people for your job, and you can invite your top picks to apply. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now, ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
All right, DNR with you, 880 ESPN. RJ, I was going to get to the guy that was calling to say he lost his home on the Ravens last night. I felt badly about that, but now he's gone. He probably couldn't afford to pay the phone bill. Now that's done.
It was probably a collect call.
Yeah,
Maybe.
he did say, he said I'm on the corner of Broadway,
desperation.
Broadway and 42nd at the last remaining payphone in the city, and as soon as this quarter expires, I'm done.
Well, why wouldn't you have popped on and said, you got to get this guy quickly because he's about to run out of money?
Well, it was more dire than I thought it was.
He didn't realize.
I don't know how long you get.
I mean,
The guy also said Jefferson offered me his sneakers, and I said no.
3 minutes with a phone call?
How do you feel no shame over this?
I feel badly.
Yeah,
What
but
am I going to do?
Well, yeah, but your initial response was, well, I went 2-1.
Well, I did go 2-1.
That's not a great response.
Well, I did go 2-1.
You told people to bet money you don't have.
I feel bad. Well, listen, that's gambling, baby. Welcome to the underbelly of the gambling world. Next week, I'll give you another lock in it, and I imagine that one will hit.
I don't think that's
how
it works.
If you're a professional athlete and you go out there with a bad mindset, you're going to lose. You go out there with a good mindset. I anticipate a victory.
No. If you go out there and guarantee a victory, or if you guarantee I'm going to go 3 for 3 and hit a grand slam, that's how good I feel about it, and you wet yourself, like you have to be held accountable.
Okay, and I should be held accountable.
Right,
it was
but
a bad loss.
No, it's not. That's not a bad loss.
Yes. Well, what is it?
That is I mean, for some people that actually listen to you and bet large, I saw someone bet $3,000. Like, there's a lot of money being spent on your pick.
Davis like the personification of that old Looney Tunes cartoon with the gambling bug. He whispers in their ear, he gets them going, and then he bites them. Like that's Dave.
You ruined lives last night, is what you did.
Well, I'm sorry. It was not my intent. My intent was to save lives, and in the process, I ruined them. But if you don't risk it big, you're never going to win big.
I didn't even. I mean, they lost by what? They lose by 8.
Yeah, but if you risk
and that was a late touchdown to make it 8.
If you risk it big, there's only one big risk it to get to the next risk. If the first big risk fails, it's all over.
I've got it,
going again.
and I'm going to flaunt it.
You're doing too much flaunting. Maybe cover up. Grab a sweater. Grab a starter jacket, like a winter coat. Pull it all the way over.
Triple fat goose. You pulled your tatas out. And it
didn't pan out. I'm sorry. It was a bad pick. I'm owning it. What do you want me to do?
I want you to apologize to the people.
I said I was sorry.
I want you to give away money.
You want me to give cash I don't even think I'd be allowed to do that.
I don't think you can either. But after the show, go stand out on the corner and say, "Hey,
hand out 20s?
If you followed me on this pick, here's some money."
If you made a pick due to Dave Rothenberg's suggestion, you may be entitled to compensation.
Yes.
Yeah, there could be legal action coming your way.
You think?
Probably not.
No, that would be unfortunate.
But you do have the power to, I think, influence people because of how confident you can.
I was very confident.
Like
I love
too
this
confident.
game. I'm not gonna be Don where I would bet it again. But I in looking at this game, I loved this game. And when they took a 21-14 lead, I was like, this is gonna be a home run. We're gonna pull away in the second half.
Right. So Detroit just came right down and scored.
I can't. Listen. It's an awful pick. It was a loss. I own it. I'm not denying that. I can't believe what Baltimore was. I get people tweeting me like, "You're a little early to say Baltimore's in big trouble." They're not going to get the 1 seed. Like that's almost done now.
Dude, they were going to be hard pressed to get the 1 seed once they lost to Buffalo.
Right. So now you have 2 losses. I don't know how many the Bills will have. Period. And they have the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I mean they're going to have. I mean it's going to be more difficult, but I would still.
Are you going to crush Mel? Mel predicted the Ravens are going to win the whole thing. You going to crush him when he joins us today?
Right, but that's Mel is. I mean he's a Baltimore guy.
So what?
Well, that could also still play out though.
Could still happen.
Yeah, I mean I'm looking at the YouTube chat now. Malik said, "Lost my cash and my wife could leave me."
Oh God.
Well, that's not good.
I mean you're costing people their marriages, man.
Well, that's not good at all.
This poor guy's going to be single and destitute.
Well, you have a big house. Why don't you? Why do you let
Why
him
would
stay
I
with
take
you?
your house is big? Why would I? I mean, you have one kid that's already at college.
Yeah.
Why don't you start taking people in?
Maybe I will.
I mean, that'd be nice.
How about this guy? Is this the guy you said? No, this is not. There's another guy. Luke, Dave, I trusted you. Now I'm at $5K on the pick that you gave me.
What's troubling?
What have you done?
And what underlines the problems? We have to clarify. Oh, is this person that lost thousands of dollars? Is that the one we talked about earlier? Oh no, that's another person.
No, that's Jimmy.
You doubled and tripled down on this.
I loved it.
I'm surprised this was the game that you loved so much.
I loved it.
Like your Minnesota pick was beautiful. That's a beautiful pick. Gorgeous pick.
I loved this pick. I loved it. I mean, it was a bad pick. It was a terrible pick.
It's not great for the show. Is how I feel about it.
So I'll say nothing from now, and I'll just.
Well, no,
I'll be that. All right, guys, you come in. Brian Daboll, and what you know what I can give you a co-host that talks about like man on second, nobody out. You move the runner over, hit to the right side. Like, is that what you want, or you want someone with some cojones? You want someone with some intestinal fortitude that's going to really lay it on the line?
No, I want the cojones, but
I laid it on the line and I lost.
You Ryan Housley'd it. There's too much on the line.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I like when it works. Like when Dan Campbell goes for it on 4th down and it works, that's awesome. But
okay, well, it didn't work.
Right, and then you kill him the next day. You killed him. You have killed Dan Campbell.
Right.
Well, I followed my gut.
Last night, for Dan Campbell, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, for Dave Rothenberg, not so much.
Right. So okay, what do you want me to do?
There's nothing you can do. I'm just upset for the show because
just apologize to people.
Because
like again?
No, you don't have to again. If it did work out, it would have been a big thing for the show because now all of a sudden you're the go-to guy when you get that feeling, and you come out and you really flaunt it. I got to go with that pick because Dave's usually right.
Although Josh B says the obvious play was to fade Dave. I won a lot of money last night.
I don't think that was the obvious play, though. You've been what? I mean, you were 2-1 last week. You were 2-0 going into the game last night.
So I had been 4-1 in my last 5.
I mean, your Minnesota pick was great. You got lucky. You did get lucky with the Jets pick, though. And Don did say yesterday, because he took the Falcons, that he'd take it again.
The Falcons?
He'd take the Falcons again.
The Falcons lost by 30.
They lost 30-0. Yeah, they got shut out. He'd take it again.
Wait, did he say that?
That to me is asinine. If you take a game in like one play, I'll tell you what. If Don was on the air yesterday and said, I took the Rams,
yes,
I'd take it again, I would say, you know what, it's a fair point. Because they clearly should have covered that game. To say that you would take a game again that lost by 35 points because it was 30-0 plus you're laying 5 is unbelievable.
All right, now the question of the day becomes, and I'm sure we'll see this on Get Up and First Take and everything else. Who's the biggest threat to the Eagles in the NFC now?
Rams.
See, they asked that question yesterday, and it seemed like a foolish question because the Rams should have beat the Eagles. The Rams were gave the Eagles the best fight last year, and still there were other answers. But now you just saw Detroit do what they did to the Ravens. I mean, I think Detroit's going to be part of that conversation now.
As they should be.
Right. So
the Rams, the Lions. I'm sorry, RJ. I don't think the Niners, at least at the moment, are real threats to the Eagles.
And we'll see how the Packers bounce back after a tough loss.
Lenny Klopchen says, "Everyone leave Dave alone. Everyone loves Dave." So I got at
that's
least
not the point.
Lenny Klopchen on my side.
Everyone loves Dave. That's not the point. The point is that we warned you, relax. Don't go over the top with this thing. You got a great feeling. You love the game.
I'm an emotional guy.
Not empty your bank accounts. That's how much I love the game.
Yeah. It was bad. Like other than giving you a bad pick, like what, and apologizing, what do you want me to do?
A kidney.
RJ says move on. He's had enough of this conversation.
You're kind of beating it to death, yeah.
All right.
It's over. You made a mistake. We apologized. We move along.
Okay. Let's hear Brian Daboll. Yesterday was very non-committal in his discussion about the Giants quarterback situation.
You know, in order to improve the passing game, and I'd say that was the number one thing we needed to improve from yesterday, as a collective. Everybody's got to be doing exactly the right stuff. It's not all on one guy. Multiple reasons why, certain plays didn't come out the way we wanted them to come out, and we'll continue to do that.
Defeated.
I mean, doesn't he sound like defeated in that?
Yeah. Sounds like he knows.
I mean, we have to be better in the passing game as a collective. Obviously.
Yeah, actually, as a collective, we all need to be doing the right things. It's not just one player. It's all of it, including the play calling,
bad.
Including not finding a way to get Malik Neighbors the ball in his hands somehow.
It's unconscionable. You have a dynamic weapon. I don't care if you're giving him, having halfback. Look at last night. Even Derrick Henry's throwing the ball. Like, teams are creative, and the Giants just do the same crap every single time.
Well, I mean, Derrick Henry also almost threw a pick there, but I get what you're saying.
But how about what the Lions did at the 4-yard line?
Well, but the Lions, the Lions are a great team. The Lions have a great offense. The Lions aren't the 31st ranked offense that brought the whole offense back and just changed the quarterback.
Right. But I heard 2 weeks ago after the Packers game how much trouble they were in.
Well, that's just because you hadn't seen the first experience with the new offensive coordinator wasn't great. And then they smacked the hell out of Chicago. And
but how about last night? I mean, unbelievable calls. How about that throw from Goff on the 4th and 2?
Oh. Well, think of what he has, though. He's got Jahmyr Gibbs is awesome. You got 2 good running backs.
Montgomery's not so far behind either.
Right, just different. What's it, Sonic and Knuckles? And then you got St. Brown's right up there with the top receivers. I don't care what anyone says. That guy's awesome.
You hear what Goff says, right? That he's the best receiver he's ever had.
Dude, he's awesome.
And
then you got Laporta.
He had prime Cooper Kupp.
You got Jameson Williams. So, yeah.
Laporta?
I said Laporta, yeah. That is so far from what the Giants are. The Giants.
If you were drafting offenses between the between the Lions and the Giants, when would you take your first Giants guy? Would be Neighbors, and then when would you take your second Giants guy?
I'd take Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas would be up there.
Okay, so you would take 2 Giants.
Actually,
is there a chance you would have 9 Lions and 2 Giants on your offense?
Does Penei Sewell play left or right tackle? Sewell's a right tackle, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That'd be a nice bookend. Andrew Thomas on the left, Penei Sewell on the right.
Andrew Thomas wouldn't be healthy for long. That's the problem.
I'll tell you what. I watched some tape on him. Some clips on him.
On who?
Andrew Thomas.
Uh-huh.
Guy's a stud, man.
He is a stud.
He really is a stud. It's too bad he can't stay healthy.
Well, they showed him during the broadcast the other night, and Collinsworth was going nuts. He's like, look at this guy. He's dominating Chris Jones, dominating him.
He's a specimen, man.
Yeah, but he's never healthy.
I know. It sucks. What are you going to do about a broken he did Liz Frank surgery. What are you going to do?
How about this, by the way? Penei Sewell is 24 years old.
Oh, yeah.
How is that possible? It feels like he's been in the NFL for 5 years.
I think that was one of the things when they drafted him. I think he was only like 20 years old when he got drafted.
Oh, my God. Well, you can't really be jealous of Detroit. I mean, that's a team that you talk about our teams that have had no success.
No, but for me as a Jets fan, that's your hope, is that you take over, like Dan Campbell took over that dumpster fire. It was bad early, and now he's turned it into a team that's a perennial division winner that has a chance to win a Super Bowl. Right?
Correct.
I mean, that's the hope for dysfunctional franchises, is that can happen.
All right, so you asked me the question. Maybe RJ has it for CMT, but I'm assuming not. CMT, your favorites in the NFC right now. Or which one would you exclude? Would you put Lions,
I go Eagles.
Rams,
I would have in my top.
Eagles. Would those be the 3?
In my top 3, I got Eagles. Eagles and Rams are definitely in my top 3.
And do you put Lions as the other one?
Until proven otherwise,
let's assume that's what
I
it
would
is.
go those 3. I would go those 3, and then I think that the Packers are probably kind of like knocking on the door right there.
If the Packers would have beaten Cleveland, you might have had the Packers number 2, though.
I don't know if I would still have the Packers number 2 yet, just because
Really?
I know everyone loves Jordan Love. I don't think we give Matthew Stafford enough credit. I don't think anyone gives Matthew Stafford enough credit.
So are those 4 teams the clear 4 away from everybody else?
You're
not putting the Niners, right? You're not putting the
no, the Niners
Cardinals.
just lost Bosa for the season with an ACL. Like they just can't stay healthy.
You can't put the Vikings because their quarterback situation is so.
Yeah, I'm not putting the Vikings. I mean, the Bucks have actually given the Eagles like historically the hardest time, but I don't know if I
can't
can put
imagine
the
they will
Bucks
this
there.
weekend though.
Well, I don't. It depends on what happens. I mean, if Tristan Wirfs is back,
sure,
that'll help. But no, Mike Evans is a big loss for them.
I got to
tell
tell
you,
you,
right tackle hurt.
My 5-star play of the year might be Philadelphia over Tampa this week.
You're gonna take the Eagles?
I won't take him because I won't do that. But it might be a
Why?
game that I give out as a freebie. Yeah.
Those will be the 4. I think that's
Yeah.
pretty. I think that's probably everybody's 4.
I think you're probably right. Eagles are top of the mountain right now.
Yeah, I mean Eagles just fall into that category. Like they find ways.
You know what is
about Jalen
impressive?
Hurts?
I don't even know. I guess Sirianni is a good coach, but you know what I find impressive is that oftentimes, not usually, there's a real hangover when a team wins the whole thing, and they just pick up where they left off.
I think that speaks to the leadership.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think when you got the right group. You got Jalen and you got Saquon Barkley. You got the right guys in that locker room, and they buy into what Nick Sirianni's selling to them.
Yeah, he's doing something right. This Ryder Cup, Midtown Manhattan becomes golf's biggest stage. Ryder Cup Live at Rockefeller Center transforms the heart of New York City into an epic fan zone during every round. Fans can also see the Michael Kay Show broadcast live this Thursday from 1 to 3, brought to you by Michelob Ultra. No matter what you're playing for, make it superior with Michelob Ultra. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, a superior taste worth playing for. Official beer sponsor of the Ryder Cup. Let's take a break, come back, more Giants, get to your calls as well. We have Mel Kiper, we have Buster Olney, we have CMT. There's a lot going on. It's a very busy Tuesday, 880 ESPN. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads on this Tuesday. Bring in, I love her. I think she's the best in the biz. She is Debbie Duhane.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Yep, alternate side parking rules are suspended for Rosh Hashanah. Happy New Year. Metered parking rules in effect. And keep in mind, guys, it is a gridlock alert day. Avoid the east side because of the UN General Assembly. Watch for delays on 280 West exit 14 in Newark. Accident in the construction zone. And on the thruway south exit 14 into Spring Valley, it's an accident being cleared. Traffic sponsored by Park Whiz. New Yorkers know the hacks. Here's one for parking. Park Whiz. Reserve ahead and pay up to 50% less than drive up rates. With Park Whiz, you can book your parking in advance, skip the hassle of searching, and save every time you park. Smarter parking starts here. Download the Park Whiz app today. I'm Debbie Duhane on 880 ESPN New York.
Things today can seem kind of unpredictable. Who knows what's around the corner, right? Well, at Total Wireless, we want to give you something to be sure about. With us, you save 50% off Metro and Cricket when you switch with one line. Guaranteed. And you get to keep the phone and number you love. Visit our Total Wireless store today. 50% savings for unlimited plans versus comparable Total Wireless unlimited phone plans based on standard plan rates. Some customers may only receive the guaranteed savings after contacting us and validating the current plan rate. Excludes promotional, discounted, and bring your phone rates. For total 5G unlimited plan or higher, auto pay required. Applied on next renewal date. Additional terms apply.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1 Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. K-A-R-S, Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Record numbers of residents are getting quality, affordable health insurance through Get Covered New Jersey. If you recently had a major life event such as marriage, pregnancy, or insurance loss, you may be eligible to enroll now. All health plans include preventive care, prescriptions, emergency services, and more. 9 in 10 enrolling get financial help, and many pay $10 a month or less. Find out if you qualify at getcovered.nj.gov. That's getcovered.nj.gov.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Hey, it's Kirk Herbstreit. On game day, great prep makes all the difference. Same goes for your pizza. That's why I go with Frigidaire Stone-Baked Pizza Oven. Fresh pizzas go from dough to done in just 2 minutes.
Whether you're throwing a party or squeezing in dinner between plays, this oven delivers hot, crispy, restaurant-quality pizza right from your kitchen. Only from Frigidaire. Game-ready pizza. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
I don't want to hear any crap about how good Brian Daboll is as a coach. Give me a break. You got to put Dart out there.
So quarterback change is on the table.
I'd say we're evaluating everything.
There are a lot of people that expect the second he steps foot on the field, this whole thing's going to look different.
Look, he's talented. Don't show him and boo him a game or two in if he doesn't do well.
Is he ready mentally to struggle and deal with what comes along with that? The media, the fan base. Is he ready to do all that?
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on 880 ESPN and the ESPN New York app.
Is it time to make the change? I guess that's going to be the big question with the Giants. And, I mean, Daboll did himself and this conversation no favors yesterday, Rick, by saying, right, it's wide open.
Made
we
it
have
a question.
to evaluate. We don't know what the plan is going to be. He could have easily put this to rest by saying Russell Wilson is clearly our starter in Week 4 this year.
He made it a question.
He's the one that made this a talking point.
Right, and he also made Jaxson Dart the backup quarterback.
Right.
So it can't be, I mean, I guess it could be, but the natural move would be, let's go to the backup, as opposed to the reason why I thought you brought Jameis Winston here in the first place, which was to insulate Jaxson Dart. So we could go from Russell Wilson, when he inevitably struggled, to Jameis Winston. Would be fun for a minute, get people excited. He'd throw a bunch of touchdowns, but he'd throw a bunch of interceptions and pick sixes. You get sick of that, and now it's time to go to Jaxson Dart.
Well, that's not the case.
No,
case
it's not the
is
case.
We're 3 weeks in. Everyone is sick and tired of Russell Wilson, who gave you a career game in Week 2, and everyone wants to see Jaxson Dart. It's time.
Yeah, and again, my only fear in this is, first and foremost, why they're doing it. Because I think still a little piece of a lot of people think that maybe this is just desperation, potentially. I hope that's not the case, but I think you open yourself up to that question.
I think you'd have to think that that's on the table.
Right, and the other one is, I don't think that every Giants fan or a majority of the Giants fans are resigned to the fact that the season is over right now, and they still feel
really?
I think they still feel like they've talked themselves into that Jaxson Dart gives them a better chance to win.
But I think that, but both can be true. No, he can give them a better chance to win, and the season can still be over.
Right. I think I think the less expectations, the better in a perfect world, because I think he's going to at some point struggle. I mean, he may get off to a good start where it's like you don't know what you don't know, and then all of a sudden he starts to struggle. Teams have some tape on him, they adjust. And maybe it's different. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's different. But, like, look at the Mets situation. Right? Starting rotation's a mess. It stinks. Manaea stinks. He's hurt. Senga's in the minors. You start calling up the young kids. Put them in tough spots. Like, luckily for us, Nolan McLean stepped on the field and was awesome.
Yeah, lucky for us.
Right, but then Jonah Tong comes up and has an okay first start, like good enough to give you hope, and then has a really rough, like, he stinks. Well, no, he doesn't stink. He's being put in a really tough spot where you need to win.
I don't think he stinks at all, and I don't think that the thought will be that Dart stinks right away either. I think it's just like there's typically, like, the odds are better that you're going to have real growing pains and you're going to come in and just be a capable quarterback immediately.
Right. I just feel like it feels early. It feels like that in their plan that they said that Graziano said that they have, in a notebook in pen. This isn't like a plan in pencil. I don't think the plan was, hey, 3 weeks in, let's switch to Jaxson Dart.
All right, then why didn't he just easily squash this yesterday and say, no, our plan was never to play Jaxson Dart week 4, so that is not an option for us.
Well, I think there's a couple reasons. I think it could be the desperation part, or it could be that Jaxson Dart has progressed a lot quicker than he thought. I hope it's that. I hope it's that one.
If that's the answer, then that's great news.
It's great news, unless this team just isn't very good, and
which can be the case as well.
And you're putting a rookie in a tough spot. That he doesn't look great, and he doesn't give you a better chance to win.
Our buddy Rex Ryan, kind of ripped the Giants brass. Here he is yesterday on Get Up.
I don't want to hear any crap about how good Brian Daboll is as a coach. Give me a break. Oh, when you're 18, 35-1, you're a great coach? No, you're not. All right? And here's the other thing. You got a great player, get him the damn football. Here's the other thing. I said, this Scatterboo guy, Scatterboo, when I said going in, hey, that's the guy we can get excited about. Why? He looks like damn John Riggins. Put him out there. And you know who else you got to put out there? Jaxson Dart, okay? You got to put Dart out there. Why? Because at least you got a chance. You guys are telling me he's good. I don't want to see it in practice. Put him in a damn game. Nobody cares. You're not going anywhere. So Russell Wilson can throw the ball out of the end zone again?
It's funny. He says, he's sick and tired of hearing how Brian Daboll's a great offensive head coach. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Well, it hadn't been the case in a long time.
Right. So I think we have to put that to rest. But, yeah, the Giants don't have a lot of weapons. The weapons you have, you got to get the football in their hands.
Yeah, see, I don't see that. That's the thing. The kicker thing bothered me, and then also you're going up against one of the best defensive coordinators in the NFL, right? He obviously, studies the tape, sees what you do well, sees what you don't do well, understands who your best weapon is. It's like we couldn't have come up with, like, first drive as we've, like, game planned the entire week leading into the Kansas City matchup. Like, hey, this is probably what he's going to take away. This is how we'll approach it. Like, I go back to, now, this is, I could be way off base here, but I don't think I am. We both agree that Jim Harbaugh's, right there is one of the top coaches,
elite,
right?
Yes, I would agree.
Fantasy drafts all across the country are Jim Harbaugh is going to pound the football. Take Hampton, like this will be their identity. You saw it last year. Justin Herbert, only 22 touchdown passes, 3 interceptions, limit his mistakes. They came out in game 1 and threw the ball all over the football field. As if they knew, hey, they're probably game planning for us to run the hell out of the football. Not what we're going to do. We're going to throw it all over the place because they won't be ready for it.
It's a very fair point, but then you look at who they have. They have Justin Herbert. They have a competent offensive line, and they have more weapons than the Giants do.
I understand that, but I also, did it look like there was, any adjustments being made, or was it like, nope, hey, we're going to have Malik Neighbors run down the field.
Yeah, just
hopefully
throw it up to him.
He beats someone and we'll throw it up to him.
Yeah, it was awful.
Otherwise, we'll dump it off to a running back.
It was awful. That was it. It was we're gonna throw these lollipops up to Malik Neighbors, who hopefully can catch one. They were comical, by the way. And if that doesn't work, Cam Scatterbo, you're going to get a whole heck of a lot of work.
Right. So again, if you're supposed to be this offensive guru, as good as Spags is, and maybe there's a talent discrepancy, I would think you would find some kind of way, creative way. Bunch them up, wide receiver screen, whatever it is.
Well,
get the ball in his hands.
It's not, and you haven't, and you probably won't. RJ puts on the screen. I was thinking about this yesterday, actually. I wasn't thinking about a 15-game span. The Giants are 1-14 in their last 15 games.
Yep.
And they are 3-17 in their last 20.
Yeah, I saw a stat. It's not good for either of us.
3-17 in a 20-game span.
Since 2017, the Jets are 41-94, and the Giants are 40-94-1.
That's pathetic.
2 worst records in the NFL. The Panthers have won more games.
And I know you do, but do you know how easy it is to be at least decent in this league? Like, it's hard to be bad for so long.
But I mean, as bad as that is, at least you got into the playoffs recently.
Yeah.
I hadn't even been in the playoffs.
15 years.
I mean, that's unheard of.
The Jets
Buffalo
have
Sabres
the second
type
longest
stuff.
streak in all of professional sports.
Hey, leave me alone. What did I do to
That's
you?
Buffalo Sabres stuff is what it is.
Hey, well, it's optimism season. It's time. This is our year.
It's not time. You're not going to do
I think
anything.
RJ, I think it might be.
I doubt that.
Do you have any extra coin lying around?
This is not the day for you to.
Yeah, take Antonio's college.
Why would you
fund.
do
Just
this?
Bet it on the Sabres.
No.
to make the
I'm
playoffs.
not talking about large sums of money.
Any
Small
sum.
of money.
You shouldn't be talking about any sums of money.
Listen, organizers of the 529 that oversee. This is not gambling. This is an investment.
Everything's gambling. The stock market, gambling. It's all gambling.
That's why you do what I do. Just take your money, put it right under your mattress.
And gold.
Gold and mattress. Take that cash, put it right under the mattress.
So does it become lumpy?
Yeah, it's not comfortable, but I feel like it's safe under there.
Why would you put money in the bank?
You never know what's going to happen at a bank. You have bank shut down. That's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also insured, but that's a conversation for a different
Not all the time.
Well, up to $100,000 it is.
Well, what happens when the bank just goes kaput? Done.
It's FDIC insured. You haven't seen that
People
sign
lost
on the
money
front.
like that. I don't want to So what am I going to do? I just I get $100,000 back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
Well, if you
I
have
got more than
money,
$100,000,
whatever. All right.
I got more than $100,000 in that
Well,
bank.
we know.
But you don't
You're
know.
swimming in money.
Stay out of my pocket. Okay?
You don't know what to do with
Stay
all
out
your
of it.
money.
Stay out of my pocket.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. When you say you check every aspect of your home, who's getting even near your home? I mean, you have a watchtower, you have a fence, a guard, a gated community.
No moat?
There might be a
I
moat.
don't need a moat. You can never be too safe, RJ.
No one's
Make
getting
sure the gas is off.
Gators in the moat.
Yeah, no one's getting anywhere near your house.
There's a checkpoint at the front of the community.
There is.
It's the reason why I bought the house.
So what are you worried about? You know what I think he's worried about? I think he's worried about they left the stove on.
Yes.
Kind of stuff.
That's
more
what
than
I'm
there's an intruder sleeping in the basement.
Stove's off. Got to make sure that the freezer's completely closed. Otherwise, the ice machine doesn't work right.
And
Garage
that's
door's
and all
closed.
that, that's a real concern that the freezer's not closed.
Well, yeah, because it screws up my ice machine.
You
All
don't
of a sudden, I don't have ice.
You don't have one of those freezers that chimes when it's left open?
No, because the jackwagon that I bought the house from decided to do he has a built-in, so the fridge is built in and the freezer's built in, so they don't make those fridges the same size anymore. So in order for me to get a new fridge, which I want, I would have to completely rip out the whole thing.
The hardships that you have to deal with really are.
Well, no, it's a pain in the ass. Why do you have to why do you do that to me?
Yeah, it's tough.
I mean, there really are tremendous hurdles that you need to get.
Well, I don't think it's a tremendous hurdle. It's just a tremendous pain in my butt is what it is.
It's so far to get to Rick's house in the community. You're ever on the thruway and you see one of those stop the rest stations?
Like 1 mile until the next rest stop.
Yeah, they actually have one. It's a tolled road to get all the way back to Rick's house, and you can actually stop for gas.
Food and fuel?
Yeah.
So what is your checklist at night?
I check the stove.
Stove
gets checked.
I think that's fair.
Check the freezer. Check the front door. Check the back door.
Back door.
I go close the bay, make sure the basement's closed, lights are off, door's locked. I check the garage door, make sure that's closed, lock that up. I set the alarm.
All right, so it's kind of a normal outside of all the freezers. It's kind of a normal checklist that most people do.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's just I got to make sure that everything's
right.
sealed
I mean,
up tight.
if you've cooked that night, a lot of people will check the stove.
Right. It's not
the front door, the back door.
Here's the thing, though. It's not that I'm checking the stove. It's if you watch me check it, you're like, this guy clearly has a problem because I have to do every knob a certain amount of times, and then go back and check the knob again.
If you visually see that it's off, why would you need to touch anything?
I don't know. That's where I think OCD.
That's very
kicks in.
strange. John has chimed in.
Yep.
He said FDIC is now up to $250,000.
Oh, very nice.
So you pop $250 in an account and you're safe. Spread
Yeah,
that around and away you go. The problem is, RJ, you know how many banks you'd have to hit to go $250 in each one?
Yeah, well.
Probably like 30 banks.
All the ones in the tri-state area.
Yeah,
Right.
you'd have to be spread pretty.
Yeah, what happens if I have an interpreter, too, that just goes and starts stealing my money out of the bank?
Maybe that's why.
Do you work with an interpreter?
Did you use finger quotes when you said interpreter?
Maybe that's why it's up to $250,000. Maybe that's why I'm Shohei Ohtani was so successful. Because the person at the bank was like, oh, well, if I give it to the wrong person, they'll get it back. Insurance.
Right. Insured.
This is Ipe. He's pretending to be me.
This is genius.
Smart.
I mean, it didn't work out. He's in jail, but.
Or maybe it did.
It did work out, it sounds like.
It worked out for Shohei. He's fine.
Well, yeah, not for.
Doesn't seem like much phase of Shohei.
No, it really doesn't.
It doesn't.
Goes out and hits dingers.
That's all he does.
So I saw this. I want to get into baseball in a second. I saw that the odds for the American League MVP are even now.
Yeah.
Boy, that's wild that it changes like that.
Well, I mean, he's.
Well, Judge was like minus 600 a few days ago.
Right, but he's gonna hit 60 home runs, and his team's gonna win the division.
Yep, minus 115 for both of them.
Right. But RJ, that changed very quickly.
That was someone heard something. Someone at one of the major. I mean, you know how this works, Dave. He was. When did we look it up? Thursday. I think Judge was minus
Thursday.
Like 600. So this reminds me of draft season when you can slot someone in. Oh, everyone is. There's a big favorite, and then you see a big switch. It's like, well, someone just found something out.
He's having an historic season, and they're going to win the division.
They're going to win the division. They're playing great baseball, and he's going to probably hit 60 home runs.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 58 now. How about what Detroit's doing right now?
Gagging?
Gagging is right.
The Mets are doing the very same thing, my friend.
Yeah, but this has been like a
Detroit had a 16-game lead recently.
This is months, though, that we're doing this.
I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
Yeah, I think it makes it worse.
Let's take a break. Let me let you know about golf's greatest rivalry. It tees off at Bethpage Black, and we're bringing you all the action, energy, and the passion straight from the course. Don't miss our show this Friday, only on ESPN New York. Brought to you by Michelob Ultra. No matter what you're playing for, make it superior with Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, a superior taste worth playing for. Official beer sponsor of the Ryder Cup. That's going to be fun. I got my weather app back, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And I've continued to monitor the weather for Friday.
It looks like it's moved up to Thursday now. We might get
Thursday
lucky,
looks like the worst day. Friday does, in fact, look a little better. You're accurate with that.
All right, good.
Yeah. Let's break. We'll come back. Before Buster joins us, we'll get into the Mets and the disaster that we're witnessing. DNR with you, 880 ESPN.
Friends, it's summer, and you should be out there enjoying it. But if you're living with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, that can feel impossible. You don't have to keep living that way. There's help. Dr. Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he's dedicated to helping you feel better. And here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication, just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that get real results so you can get back to the life you love. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, sciatica, and he builds a plan that is right for you. Same day and next day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is never far away. So don't wait, and don't let pain steal another day of your life. Go to SandwellPain.com to text, call, or book online. SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today. Most major insurances are accepted.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
The Ryder Cup is more than golf. It's a global celebration. And this year, Ryder Cup Live makes you part of it all. Cheer with fans at Rockefeller Center. Join watch parties at New York's favorite bars. Or host your own unforgettable gathering with Ryder Cup Live fan kits. Whether you're in the city, on Long Island, or at home with friends, you can rally behind your team and share in the energy of golf's biggest stage. The Ryder Cup. It's not just a match, it's a movement.
Oh,
Whoa! What are you doing? Don't do New York City dirty.
New York City's my heart, my soul. I would never do this place dirty, because everything I want is in this city.
Why would you want to dirty somewhere that you live?
This is your home. You don't throw papers out the window, flick cigarette butts.
It's disrespectful. Dispose of it the correct way.
I would never put trash on the ground. That's why we got trash cans. Don't do New York City dirty. Trash your trash.
A message from the Sanitation Foundation.
One by one, we keep this city clean, man. Let's get it.
Don't take slow for an answer. Not so easy when you're stuck in traffic. But mere inches from someone else's bumper, you can dream of faster things. Like Optimum Fiber, the fastest and most reliable fiber internet, starting at $40 a month. So while you can't always switch lanes for a faster route, you can switch providers for a faster connection. Optimum. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/fiber today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card. So let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27 and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
This is Joe Budden. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So I'm here to make sure you don't miss any of the daily fantasy action this football season with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code PLAYNOW to get $50 in site credits after you play your first $5. That's code PLAYNOW to get $50 in site credits after you play your first $5. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
The post-career day press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the firemen be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
All right, DNR with you, 880 ESPN. You know, the Mets are very fortunate that football is underway and they continue to lose games, and football Sundays are a disaster for them, but we focus on the football on the Sunday and then the Monday, and then finally you get around to the Mets on the Tuesday, and Buster joins us. But, Rick, I mean, we are witnessing one of the great collapses that we've ever seen. This team was 21 games over 500. They now do not control their own destiny with 1 week left in the season.
Yeah, they're in a bad spot.
Awful.
Oh, really bad spot. I mean, this is what happens though when you don't take care of business against the Washington Nationals. You lost 2 or 3 to them. I mean, you had Nimmo.
And they stink.
Bases loaded, strikes out. The defense of those last 2 games was awful. I mean, that's the part I don't understand. And again, we're not talking about it because it's football, but we're all paying attention to it. Of course, we're paying attention to it. This is why you sit through 162 games to get to this point of the season. And you go out and you spend $340 million. You spend almost $800 million on Juan Soto, and you have over the last. I mean, you could point to that date when Senga gets hurt. I mean, that's the date that everyone's pointing to.
That was the date of the tailgate.
Of the tailgate.
Yep.
So I mean, that's how many months? That's 3 months.
I think it was back in, was it May or June?
No, it was June.
It was early June?
Yeah, it was June 12th or June 13th.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was June 12th.
And the wheels have completely fallen off.
Completely fallen off.
Yeah, so this is before and after Kodai Senga's injury. Before his injury, we were 45-24.
Mm-hmm.
Starting pitching ERA was 2.79. Bullpen ERA was 2.89. Since the injury, we're 35-52.
35-52. I mean, Rick, that's what? That's 87 games. They're 17 games below 500.
Starting pitching ERA is just below 5, 4.94, and the bullpen ERA is just over 5, 5.12.
It's disgusting. And now what they've done is they've walked you up to the position where you're not just watching the Mets. Now you're focusing on the Reds as well.
And the Diamondbacks.
Yep. So, I mean, let me ask you sincerely, and I know you're like, I don't want to live in a world where you can't think they're going to make the postseason.
I'm panicked right now.
You have to be.
You got no choice but to be.
Like you do not believe this team is going to get into the postseason, right? How could
the
you?
The way that I watched them play the last 2 games, like under this amount of pressure now, doesn't feel like it.
I mean, you said it earlier, and I think you're right. You have to go 5-1.
Yeah, I think 5-1. 5-1
and there's no guarantee. I mean, the Reds have the Pirates starting tonight.
They will see Skeens. I don't know how much of Paul Skeens they will see, but here's the problem though too: is the Reds aren't even that good.
No, the Reds stink.
I mean, you're gonna put yourself in a spot now where this isn't like back in 2007 when you blew the lead to the Phillies. At least the Phillies were a good team. Like that was a good team.
You're 4 games over 500 in a league where you if you're spending this kind of money, you should be. We crush the Yankees all the time.
Yep.
Crush them, right? Because they have the audacity to say the postseason is a crapshoot. And I guess in some ways it is, and in some ways I think they make it bigger than that because I don't think it's as much of a crapshoot as they claim it is. But they get in every single season because 162 games is definitively not a crapshoot. It's just not. And the Mets have turned this into such an unnecessary final week of the season because, quite frankly, they stink. I mean, that's the truth of it. The starting pitching, the bullpen, the decisions, the lack of desperation to win these games. This is a bad baseball team. They're 17 games under 500 in the last 87 games. That's not a small sample size. The Mets are not a good baseball team.
It's been months. They're an inconsistent baseball team also. Like, I mean, I guess that's, one of the traits of a team that's not very good. But, I mean, you win 2 or 3 against San Diego. You're starting to feel good about yourself.
You win the first game against the Nationals.
Right, and then you completely fall apart. I got Jose Siri, who I think might have been like a secret agent for the Nationals. I got Pete can't throw to first. I got Nimmo up with the bases loaded. He strikes out. I got Brett Beatty not covering third base. The list of things that you would, this time of the year that you need to be, you need to play good baseball.
Right. You can't come up with a clutch hit to save your life.
So, yeah, I mean, they probably deserve not to make the playoffs, in all honesty.
Oh, I think definitively. And you know what? Quite frankly, they're probably not going to. And we talked to Buster 1 week ago, and he was like, no, they're going to make the playoffs. They're not. I don't realistically, I mean, you're going to have a phenomenal week. You're going to have to go 5-1 this week. And why would anyone think that a team that is 17 games under in the last 87 games and just lost 2 out of 3 to the Nationals on the road would go 5-1 this week?
And you're also talking about a Cubs team that just got swept by the Reds in a 4-game series.
Correct. Well, they don't really have a lot to play for.
No, I know. But, I mean, you're also trying to play good baseball as you head into the postseason. The Cubs are going to be in the postseason. You'd rather not go into the playoffs like on a 7-game, 8-game losing streak or whatever it ends up being. Like, I don't need to get pounded by the Reds and then the Mets headed into the postseason.
Yeah, well, you know what the Reds have that's different than the Mets? They have legitimate starting pitching.
Yeah, but, there is too much talent. Like, right now we have 80 wins. We go 5-1, which is, I mean, I hope that happens. Right now I don't feel great about that happening.
How could you?
You're still only going to have 85 wins.
You'll be 85. That's if you go 5-1, you'll be 85
what I'm saying.
77.
That's what I'm saying. If you win 5 of the next 6, you're going to be
right.
85 wins.
This is an F, is what this season is. An F. And you asked Buster last week, and he started to have the rumblings of, well, maybe the manager. Like, what do you really even do? What are your options to do here in the offseason?
Well, I think it's going to be it's more that for me. It's more the players than it is. Stearns isn't going anywhere. Stearns did not have Stearns' decision on Frankie Montas and to go into the season with his pitching staff.
And the trade deadline was
bad. But I think it's got to be the core of this team. It's got to be the Nimmos, the McNeils, the Alonsos.
They're not. I mean, doesn't it feel like they're not capable?
Well, it feels like last year was kind of like an outlier.
Right. Like
there's no reason to be in this situation right now.
And how many times last year did the Mets have a moment where you're like, oh my God, that's a forever moment? Right? The Lindor home run against Atlanta after they blew the game with Diaz, and then the Pete home run. If he doesn't hit that home run off Devin Williams and derail his career and buoy the Mets to win that series, I mean, what are we talking about? We're talking about a team that lost in the wild card round.
Yeah, but they had something special last year.
They did.
Right, and then they got off to a really good start, and then the whole thing fell apart. Right, starting pitching started to fall apart. The hitting, I mean, from the get-go, the hitting wasn't very good.
No,
right? The
it
offense
got better
wasn't what
as
you
the season
expected.
went along.
Right, but even when it was at its best, you didn't win a game. I mean, you're still
it was your worst month.
11-17 in
Right.
August.
Right.
So I mean, I think that's really going to be the conversation if we don't go 5-1 or 6-0 or whatever it takes to get into the postseason. If they miss the playoffs after spending, you can't blame the owner, right? He went out and got
I don't
Soto.
blame the owner. No, God,
he brought Alonso back. He's spending over $340 million, and you can't blame the fans because the fans showed up big time for this team. This year.
Every non-owner, non-fan gets blamed. The GM gets blamed, the skipper gets blamed, and the players get blamed.
Yep.
Now you can put a percentage on each the way you see fit, but everyone deserves blame.
Absolutely, 100%. But I mean, we're supposed to be past this. As much as people want to criticize the Yankees, and as crazy as the Yankee fan gets about, you actually get the sense that the Yankee fan actually hates the Yankees. They're so critical of the Yankees all the time.
Mm-hmm.
The Yankees make the playoffs, man.
Every year.
They may not win the division. They're going to be in the playoffs.
So we had that meeting yesterday, and you were late for it. Which
I was not late. I couldn't get onto the stupid teams because God forbid we use Zoom.
And I was talking with Michael, and he said, the one team that is consistently always there is the Yankees.
Yep.
And he's right. I mean, you can't argue that.
No, you can't argue that. But, I mean, you see it happen in Pittsburgh with the Steelers, too. It's just like that becomes boring for a fan base.
Wouldn't you love that kind of boring for a while?
Yes.
Right.
I would love it. But
can you imagine that? Give me a level of boring when my team goes to the playoffs every year, and, now it becomes a crapshoot.
Well, you have that with the Knicks now.
Yes.
And you'll start to get, okay, this is great. We like making the playoffs.
There's no way the Knicks go to the second round and lose again. There's no way it'll be a great thing. People will be horrified.
Right, exactly right. So just as you continue to be a playoff team, the expectations continue to rise, and then it's okay. You got to win a championship.
Buster going to join us in a moment. You see Fred Van Vliet
out ACL.
He looks like he's going to miss the season.
I don't know. There's got to be a reason why everyone's blowing Achilles too. Najee Harris.
Was it an Achilles?
No, I mean, Najee Harris just blew his Achilles.
Right. He's out for the season. Yep.
Just seeing a lot of Achilles, man.
A lot. I say this all the time. Maybe I just wasn't privy to it. I don't remember Achilles like this when I was a kid.
No, I don't remember like this. I mean, Halliburton, Achilles gone.
Kevin
Rodgers.
Durant. I mean, so many.
It's unbelievable.
Aaron Rodgers. Lawrence Taylor tore his Achilles. That's the one that I remember.
I got a meeting with a sneaker company today that I'm potentially partnering up with. I'm going to ask the guy today.
Tell him to make non-Achilles injury sneakers.
That's actually going to be that's on my list of things to talk about.
There you go. All right, let's break, and we bring in the best, and then CMT, and then the other best. Listen to this. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
It's CMT sandwich. It's Buster Olney, CMT, Mel Kiper Jr.
Wow.
It's as good as it gets.
Doesn't get better.
And it gets next. It happens next. DNR with you. 880 ESPN.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
At Garden City Mazda, discover
Refined performance, spacious interiors to fit your life. Elevate your driving experience.
Garden City Mazda. Exhilaration at every turn, exceptional in every way.
Hey Yankees fans, hit your next adventure out of the park and onto the water with City Cruises New York. Sail your way to epic skyline views, delicious dining, and premium drinks. Upgrade your game day with a dining cruise, a cocktail sail, or a night with your favorite entertainers aboard City Cruises Live. Whether you're celebrating a win or just the weekend, City Cruises is a shipload of fun. Proud partner of the New York Yankees. Book today at citycruises.com/New York.
You ever wake up with a sore throat, feeling a little off, and you know you're getting sick? Well, getting sick and going on the IL isn't an option, especially for me when I'm traveling for work. You can try to see a doctor, well, good luck there, or go sit for hours in an urgent care. Nope. That's why you need a medical emergency kit. This isn't some cheap first aid kit, okay? Your medical emergency kit comes packed with doctor-prescribed meds. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right there in your home. If you're coming down with the flu, bam, here's your Z-Pack. You've got gastrointestinal issues, here's your Bactrim. From Z-Pack to ivermectin, amoxicillin, and doxycycline to treat strep, pneumonia, sinus infections, UTIs, COVID, and more. It's all right there in your kit. Just match your symptoms to the guide or talk with their telehealth doc. No doctor waiting rooms, no pharmacy lines. Order online in minutes and get $50 off with code SPORTS at urgentcarekit.com/sports. Get yours now at urgentcarekit.com/sports, promo code SPORTS. From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
ESPN New York Couch Cast is coming.
I just didn't feel like physically getting off the couch.
Don't miss this live stream event with your favorite ESPN New York personalities, including Dave Rothenberg.
Is football season here yet?
Rick DiPietro, Chris Carlin, Michael Kay. Oh, football. And Don Hahn and Rosenberg.
They're playing football!
It all happens September 29th when the Jets face the Dolphins on Monday Night Football. Watch the guys' instant reactions and hear their unfiltered commentary all game long.
You're bad at football.
See it all unfold on the ESPN New York YouTube channel.
I'm just trying to have the best possible show.
When does that start?
The ESPN New York Couchcast is brought to you by the All-American Ford Auto Group, Calandra's Bakery, and Jacob's Pickles. This is the Michael Kay Show.
Brian Daboll came to New York as an offensive guru, a genius. You know, he made Josh Allen. But now you wonder, did Josh Allen make him? I look at them and I go, this offense is so unimaginative. In the red zone, they do nothing that's going to fool anybody. Maybe I'll be on the wrong side of history on this. I'm a Brian Daboll fan. But he came here with the reputation as an offensive guru. Well, when does he start guruing?
The Michael Kay Show. Weekdays at 1 on 880 ESPN and the ESPN New York app.
All right, DNR with you, 880 ESPN. Look at that beautiful face. He looks wonderful. He's the great Buster Olney. Good morning, Buster. How are you? Uh-oh. Now here's the problem, RJ. I can't hear Buster. Rick, can you hear me?
I can't hear anything.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, I'm trying to read Buster's.
So Buster's he's going on and on and on, but I can't hear him.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, that's not great. Well, let me let you know we're time now for the Buster Olney Report, whether we hear him or not, brought to you by the Parisman firm and we're going to try to work out the kinks here and hopefully get audio from the great Buster Olney. So here's a couple things we have to unpack with him. The lunch could potentially be next week, which is very exciting.
Yeah, I don't think we lead with. I don't think we lead with that, but yeah.
No.
No, I think the Mets are probably the pressing.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Most pressing question right now.
I would agree with that. The Mets are yeah, it's disgusting is what's happening.
It's bad. Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah,
I can't believe we're sitting here talking about
you can have any
making the
faith in
playoffs.
David Peterson tonight.
I don't have much faith. Period.
You don't have
after
any
what
faith
I
in
just
anybody.
seen. After the last two games.
I know you don't want to admit it, but you don't. You think this is over. You do.
No, I don't think it's over, but
like
I have.
If you were
real
leaning
reservations.
one way or the other, you would lean towards this is not going to work.
Yeah, I would be hard pressed to believe that now all of a sudden we're going to go 5-1 to finish the season.
Well,
yeah,
of course, and understandably so. Like, what kind of a lunatic would you have to be to think all of a sudden, for no reason, out of the blue, they don't play well against the Marlins? The Cubs have been awful, but you figured that that's going to right itself at some point. What kind of a lunatic would you have to be to believe that they're going to?
Well, just blind faith. You can't, like I said, I can't wrap my arms around not being a playoff team.
All right, so I got good news and bad news. What do you want?
I think the good news is we can hear him. The bad news is we won't be able to see him.
Right.
Yeah.
But at least we did have a moment of just gorgeous Buster Olney.
Yeah, I think the people needed to see his face just to see what he looked like, and now
we get
now
rid
we
of
get
that
the sexy
aspect of it.
voice.
All right, let's bring him in. We love him. Good morning, Buster. How are you?
Good. Though I think, let's be honest here. This was the best possible solution for you guys, was that you can't see me, but at least you can hear me and communicate.
Yeah, you know what? In some ways, it might be better if we couldn't talk about the Mets, but I guess we're going to have to talk about the Mets. You joined us a week ago and said, "Don't worry, they're going to get in." Buster, they're not going to get in. Are you there yet?
I am not there that they are not going to get in. I think they've got a chance, because I don't. Here's the thing: we get down to these battles of the last wild card spots, especially in this really deep playoff field. It's not as if the 2025 Reds or the 2025 Diamondbacks are the 75 Reds or the 76 Reds. These are not great teams. They're inherently flawed teams, and it's a battle of flawed teams. We've seen stranger things happen. It's interesting. The other day, I came out of we did the game in Houston between the Mariners and the Astros on Sunday night, and I came out and walking with David Cohen, Eduardo Perez. I'm like, "You guys want to predict what's going to happen this week?" And they were like, "Absolutely not." You just don't know. And so, do I think that the Mets coming into Wrigley Field, where it feels like the weather is going to be something of an issue, the wind is, it feels like it might play like a pitcher's park the next few days. Could that? Do you look at them as being, to come out of that series, taking 2 out of 3? No, you don't. But you know what? It's not like the Reds are a great team. So we'll just wait and see what happens.
Have you seen us play defense over the last couple games, Buster?
It's been ugly. There's no getting around it. I saw that, a great stat the other day that since June 13th, they have the 27th best record in baseball. They've been a poor team for a while. This is not something that just popped up in the last couple of weeks. And it's why I said to you guys last week that if they don't make the playoffs, it's going to go down in history as the worst collapse ever, because there's so many safety nets in this era with all the playoff teams.
So who gets the blame? We just talked about it before. It's not the owner, because he's spending more money than most teams do. It's not the fans, because they were called out as, they didn't go last year and they've gone out in droves this year. So you have 3 options.
Yep.
You have the players, you have the manager, you have the GM. Where do you lay the blame?
Well, there's no question that in the end, I think it's going to come down to how did the starting pitching collapse as badly as it did. I think they had faith that they would be able to figure it out without the aircraft carriers, and that didn't work out. So I do think that in the end, when we look back at the team and say, or look back at how the season played out, I don't think there's any question you say they needed to invest more in pitching. Now, because it was the reason they did invest in pitching was because they spent so much money on Soto It's a top-heavy roster with a lot of expensive guys. Maybe they felt like they could do pitching on the cheap. It really comes down to, what between David Stearns and Steve Cohen, what were their conversations after they signed Soto? But they didn't spend enough on pitching. I think that's fairly clear.
Buster, what is it about the nucleus of this team? I mean, I know last year they were 0-5, 11 games under 500. They go on this magical run. If you want to thank, Grimace or Haktua or OMG, I mean, it was a magical ride, big moments, Lindor, Pete, and they get all the way to the championship series. But this is also the same group of players that, blew the division.
Yeah.
Right? And then you blow the division. Next year you don't make the playoffs. You got championship series. Now, I mean, even if you go 5-1, you're only winning 85 games when you're spending $340 million. Do they have to, really take a step back and decide whether or not this is the right mix of players to kind of take that next step to being a perennial playoff team that can compete for a World Series?
And here's the problem with that. How are you going to get away from it if you feel like it needs to change, right? Because, you're not getting away from the Juan Soto contract. Francisco Lindor is here. Brandon Nimmo is here. We'll see what they do with Pete in the offseason. But it's not as if the mix at the top is going to change. And I have always thought that the players at the top are the ones who establish the culture. I can't really do a good job of answering that for you because I'm not around the team every single day. But I do, I was thinking about the Mets over the weekend in this regard. You guys probably saw the recent clip of Tom Brady talking about, quarterbacks. And do they ask themselves at the end of the year, did we do enough? Did we dig in enough? Did you go and, embrace the defense? Did you go and give them, support or insight or do everything you can? I think that's a fair question if you're, in the Mets clubhouse. Because I agree with you. When you watch the team, just something seems a little bit off. And that absolutely starts from the top. So, Francisco and Juan and if Pete comes back and Brandon Nimmo, they need to have a conversation, I think, what was different in 2025 versus 2024. Because the esprit de corps, it has not felt right. The mix has not felt right the whole year.
Oh, if you had esprit de corps on your bingo card, you can cross that off and be very pleased about it. Buster Olney with us here, 880 ESPN, as he is every single Tuesday. So, Pete Alonso, big ovation, kind of tip of the cap, maybe last game ever at Citi Field. I thought the quotes were interesting, what he said after. We'll see what happens. I'm a firm believer that the right thing is just going to happen. If you had to put money on it right now, you think Pete is back with the Mets?
I think if they make the playoffs and they, get through a round, then I think he absolutely is back with the Mets. I think all bets are off if they don't make the playoffs because, in the Mets front office, Steve Cohen, they're going to have the same conversations we're having right now, and it's that whole balance of how do you handle a legacy player like Pete? The fact do we want to invest money in this position at a time when clearly they need to go out and spend more money on pitching? What's the budget going to be for next year? What kind of constraints will they have? All of that goes into the well. It'll be a total evaluation if they don't make the postseason, and that probably makes it more likely that he would go. I thought the other day after that, and I don't know if you guys saw the clip of when he was answering that question on SNY, or it was an SNY clip, and it was right after the game. I thought his answer was perfect. Where I think it was Mike Puma, the New York Post, said, if you thought about this might be your last game, and he said, if I had a nickel for every time, he's asked that question by you guys, and then having it repeated to me, he'd be a millionaire or multi-billionaire and make a lot of money. And then he was very even-handed, and he kind of, made a joke about it and said, we'll see what happens. We just need to focus on winning games. He's exactly right. All of that doesn't matter now. What matters is that they got to figure this out in what's going to be a really challenging week.
All right, they got 6 games left, Buster. You got Cincinnati, obviously, right now controls their own destiny. You got Arizona sitting right there. How many wins is it going to take out of the next 6 for them to get into the playoffs?
You can't win less than 4. You can't do it with 3. You got to win at least 4 games, coming up. And the pitching matchups are challenging for them. And the matchups that Cincinnati has, that potentially is challenging for them, facing The Reds face Paul Skeens in Game 2 of their series this week. You got to believe that Paul Skeens is going to leave it out on the mound. Like he's going to bring it. So if you're a Mets fan, you like that. But the fact that they're playing the Pirates, a team that was knocked out of the race, it felt like 4 months ago, that's not a great thing. The Mets potentially, could have an advantage this week, lean by the fact that, the Cubs pretty much know their playoff destiny. Their focus this week is going to be on getting their pitching right. They're not going to be rushing Kyle Tucker back from a calf issue, to get in the lineup. In these next 3 games, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to get him back over the weekend. That's going to be a plus for the Mets. So, and the Diamondbacks, man, you talk about a tough road. They have to play the Dodgers at home, and then they go to San Diego, and we don't know where that National League West race is going to be. If that's settled business by the weekend, then the Padres might be in playoff preparation mode, and that'll, make it easier for the Diamondbacks. The fact that the Diamondbacks are even in this conversation, guys, at the deadline, they traded Josh Naylor away and Eugenio Suarez and Merrill Kelly, and they've suffered these devastating injuries. I mean, really, if you want to sort of fully define the embarrassment for the Mets this year, just look at what the Diamondbacks have been through, and they still have a chance to catch the Mets. That is incomprehensible given everything that the Diamondbacks don't have and what the Mets have.
Buster, the fact that I have to watch Reds and Pirates this week is
right.
Embarrassing for the Mets in its own right. I want to ask you about the American League, but I want to ask you about, we looked at the odds on the show on Thursday. I think we were live on air, and Aaron Judge was the prohibitive favorite, like minus 600. This morning it's even money.
Yeah.
I'm confused why, but what do you think? I mean, does it come down to the fact of Seattle winning the division, or if Raleigh gets to 60? Like, it's even money today. What are the determining factors over the final week of the season now?
So I really think it comes down to the majesty of the number 60 in baseball and the idea that a catcher would generate that number. I was talking, as I mentioned, we had the Mariners over the weekend, and I was talking with Cal's father, Todd, and he said, the last few weeks, it always feels like there's a number that everyone's talking about. It was Salvador Perez's record for home runs for a catcher, and then he got that. And then it was Mickey Mantle's record for a switch hitter, and then he got that. And then it was Ken Griffey Jr.'s franchise record for the Mariners, 56, and then he got that on Saturday, and then he hit 58 on Sunday. And Todd said, now it's all about 60. And 60 is just one of those numbers, from the time Babe Ruth did it in 1927 to Maris passing it to Judge, a few years ago, breaking the American League home run record, 98, Sosa, McGuire. That holds a lot of weight. And when you have a switch hitting catcher who's not only a catcher, but he's an excellent catcher, having, potentially achieve that by year's end, that is unfathomable. I think you can absolutely make a great case for Aaron Judge to be MVP. He's the best right-handed hitter we've ever seen over a 3-year period. But to have a catcher hit 60 home runs is mind-boggling. And I think that's going to sway the voters.
Buster, what the hell's happening with Detroit right now?
Man, AJ Hinch, their manager, after the game on Sunday, you could tell like he's at a loss for words. Wouldn't it be incredible that if the Mets and Tigers don't make the playoffs, the Mets won't have the worst collapse in baseball? Because that's how far Detroit has fallen. They were 15 and a half games ahead of Cleveland. Cleveland on the morning of September 5th was below 500. And yet here we are with Detroit having a terribly difficult path into the postseason. They have this slim lead over the Guardians. They have to play 3 games against Cleveland in Cleveland, and then they play the Red Sox, who are also fighting for their playoff lives. Look, their bullpen started to fall apart. I think among the teams at the deadline, I thought they absolutely didn't do enough to bolster to fill in some of their roster holes at that time. I thought the front office was just way too conservative and played to their lead rather than go out and get pieces to try to win the World Series the way we saw the Mariners do when they went out and traded for Josh Naylor and Eugenio Suarez. So the bullpen has evaporated. The offense has kind of evaporated on the days when Tarek Skubal hasn't pitched, they're a very mediocre team.
We know the Yankees are going to get in, right? They lead the wild card, and they'll get in. So there's 3 spots for 4 teams: Detroit, Boston, Cleveland, Houston. Who's the team on the outside looking in when we get to Sunday night?
I knew you were going to do that. You're going to ask me to predict, even
That's right.
after you guys have locked in with Steak. At some point, we're hoping next week, and my terrible Aaron Judge prediction that he would still, flirt at 370 or above, and yet you're still going to press me on the wildly unpredictable American League. Okay, I'll play along. I think Detroit's out. I just think that, like the Mets, they have just not played well for a long period of time. I would say the Red Sox have a really tough road because they have the series against Toronto in Toronto at a time when the Blue Jays are trying to wrap up the American League East. The Yankees have this wildly easy schedule. So the Blue Jays are going to take these games very seriously. And then after the Red Sox get done with them, they have to play Detroit, another team fighting for their lives. So and they are just not the same team without Roman Anthony. Their offense has been wildly different since he got hurt.
Buster, if you're the Yankees, who would you want to play in that first round? Assuming that Toronto wins the division and the Yankees are the first wild card.
Man, I would not want to play Cleveland. I mean, you know better than I do. You get a team that's on a roll and they're starting to believe in themselves. That is the team that you probably want to avoid. I probably am, if Houston can somehow find a way into the postseason, that would be the team I'd want to play, because we just having seen them over the weekend, they are so beaten up. It's incredible that they're even in this position. Again, to compare the Mets problems with another team's problems. Yordan Alvarez, their best player, hasn't been available to them for about 2/3 of the season, sprained his ankle. The other day, their shortstop, Jeremy Page's got a oblique injury, and yet they're kind of plugging along. They managed to survive and fight their way and put themselves in a position to do that. But they've suffered so many injuries. I think a Yankee-Astros series would be like a heavyweight against a lightweight in terms of what's available on the field.
Wow. But Yankee fans would love to see the heavyweight just pummel the lightweight. It's been a long time coming. Speaking of a long time coming, Buster, where are we with next week in the steak lunch?
So we haven't gotten our assignments yet. I'm not dodging you, I promise.
All right.
We haven't gotten our playoff assignments. I think we're going to wind up doing the Yankee games on television. And if that's the case, then one way or another, we'll have to figure it out, because I'll be in the Northeast for a week.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Listen, you're great.
Well, I
Thank
can't
you
wait
for
to
your
pay it
time.
off either, seriously.
What?
I'm sick of hearing about
I can't wait to pay it off.
Hey, Buster.
I can't wait to eat the steak.
Buster, so you know, as a sign of solidarity and how much that, Dave and I love you, we both took the Vikings with our picks.
True.
Over the weekend.
Well, nice selection there. And it's got to the point, though, they played so well, you got to believe that in the back of, maybe in the front of Kevin O'Connell's head, that Carson Wentz is going to be his quarterback as he moves forward.
Can you imagine that?
No,
this guy
controversy.
Starting on a different team. Buster, we hopefully will see you next week live in studio and then live at Peter Luger's.
Okay. That'll be fun.
Goodbye, Buster. Thank you.
See you guys.
All right, that's the Buster Olney Report, brought to you by the Parisman Firm. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS and get the justice that you deserve. The Parisman Firm, where your case is their cause. Also want to let you know, Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Yankees host the White Sox. That should be great stuff, while the Mets visit the Cubs in a very important series. Yankees 7:05 at the stadium, Mets on the road at 7:40. And that's Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly.
It actually makes me physically ill when I look at the standings, and the Mets are not in the playoffs right now.
You say it makes you physically ill.
Yeah.
So you need to go vomit?
I get sick. Yeah, like I get when it feels like the throw up is like just about to get to your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I feel like I'm at.
Like that? Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry that you have to.
It's not great.
I'm sorry that I have to as well.
Yeah, it's not great.
No, it's terrible. It's disgusting. So I got so annoyed. So we have purchased and spent lots of money on our playoff tickets, because you have to, right?
Right.
And then my buddy who runs the tickets for us said, they're offering us we can buy more tickets. I was like, are you out of your mind? I said,
if you buy more tickets, do they give you your money back if they don't make the playoffs?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course.
So buy more tickets.
No. I'm not putting forward another dollar on this team right now. No.
Well, but if you can't lose any money, why wouldn't you do it?
Because then no, I'm not doing it because I'm not going to go without that money for months because they'll slow play it to not pay it back right away. I'm not doing it. I'm done.
You got plenty of money.
No, get out of my pockets.
You got the documentaries you're doing. You got your podcast you're doing. You got all sorts of stuff happening.
Yeah, but get out of my pockets. It's not the money. It's not the money. It's the fact that I'm not spending money on the Mets anymore. Okay. I'm not doing it.
I mean, maybe you're the problem. All of a sudden,
how am I the problem?
You decide to buy season tickets, and the whole season falls apart.
Right. So I'm the problem.
Yes.
I injured Griffin Canning.
No.
And I made elbow chips in Sean Manaea's arm explode. It's me.
It did. Is Senga? I mean, I would put responsibility for Senga on you.
Blame me for everything.
I'm not going to blame you for everything, but
I mean,
there's some blame to be doled out.
So if you had to break it down with the four, what blame would you give me? Players, GM, manager, and me.
I'd give you 5%. Nah.
5%.
2%.
2%. Like a milk. 2%.
2% milk.
You're listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York. RJ?
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
That video worked out well with Buster, huh?
Not great.
Yeah, well, that's okay. It's trial and error, right?
Yeah, that worked out great, RJ.
Yeah, well, he's going on and on and on, and I couldn't hear a word he was saying.
Well, I mean, everything was lined up.
It looked nice.
Yeah. It looked gorgeous.
But just like your backdrop. Looks fantastic.
Listen, I like my backdrop.
Awesome.
We need a video industry leader to guide us through these moments.
When you look at the comparison between the two backdrops,
but he's all he cares about is appearance.
No, it isn't. I care about the show.
Well, if all he cares about is appearance, then you're on the other end.
Yeah, you're on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, while also being on the spectrum.
Oh no!
Wow. Well, I go to HR and you're out tomorrow.
Stop it.
I might. That one.
Listen, I know what's allowed and what's not allowed.
That was really nasty.
That's a medical diagnosis.
You know what? I'm going to sit here. I'm going to wait for an apology.
I guess I'm going to get my certificates. I got plenty of certificates. I just got my CPR certificate.
For my apology. I'm not moving on with this show. We're not doing CMT until I get a heartfelt apology. Play the music, Ray. Go ahead.
I'm not going to do the show until you upgrade your backdrop.
No. I want an immediate apology.
That does not sound like an apology.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I shouldn't have said that.
Okay.
I feel bad.
That's all I need.
What I don't feel bad about is your backdrop. Feel awful about it.
I don't care.
I care, though.
Okay, then why don't you come and fix my backdrop?
Well, the problem is that you don't care. That's the problem.
That's the problem. That's what hurts the most. That's what hurts me the most.
I care about the content on air.
Oh, well, that's fine. But now we're also a visual. I mean, we also have a visual component
What do you want? What do you want? You want me to paint walls? You want me to start putting up
I don't.
DNR like posters and
That'd
banners?
Be great.
Is that what you want?
Can you do that?
Something. Yeah, go get like a shelf that you can put some stuff on.
A shelf.
Yeah.
Sorry, I brought you guys down. Tools on a shelf is what I'll do.
No, I don't want tools like some Giants stuff.
How about if I put lamb skin on the wall? You want that?
No, how about
some venison?
No, I don't want venison.
These things you're saying don't even make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
What do you mean? Venison makes sense.
Why would you put deer meat on the wall?
You put the deer skin.
Do you want like the heads of a moose? What do you want?
No, I don't want you to pretend like you're doing a show from a log cabin.
See, let's just call it what it is. It's intervention time. The Giants have killed you. They've sapped all your will to fight or try or do anything, and this is just the beginning. It's week 3. This is our worst nightmares are coming true.
Well, you know what? Is that my fault too?
Yeah, I mean, it's
or is that the Giants' fault?
You can't separate.
Whose fault is that?
Church from state.
Yes, that's right.
We're losing the passion, and a day without passion is dangerous for all of us.
You're not losing the passion.
No, it's lost.
You're not. No, you're not losing. I'm going to be angry and frustrated and annoyed. You're not losing that. You're losing the will to live is what you're losing.
That feels like a bigger problem.
That's
the will is gone. The passion is not.
You can see why those two kind of don't correlate, Dave.
Let me explain it so you guys can understand. I don't care. Okay?
No, that part we get.
Do you want to do CMT
we
or
know
do
that's
you not?
The problem.
Yes.
Okay, then if you please would go ahead with that.
To cuddle, I'm servicing 3 times as many people as he's able to get to marry.
Not everyone can afford to take off work and pay whatever it costs to get a foursome.
or to trash?
Let the wild rumpus begin.
That
Want a meat stick?
is the question.
A meat stick, a venison stick. So we haven't laid it out in these terms. All we do is talk about why the Giants stink and da-da-da. But let's put it this way. So you just played the game with the Mets and Dave, who also is to blame, apparently.
I get 2% blame
2%.
apparently for the Mets.
Yep.
So with the Giants, let's dole out some percentages. Who do you blame most? Is it the obvious, Brian Daboll, who seems to be getting all the heat? Is it next on the list, so eventually we'll progress to Joe Shane? Or is it the man that employs both of them, John Mara?
Oh, this is a good question, RJ.
Cool.
This is a really good question.
RJ, this is a nice start from you.
Boy. I know Rick's going to have his answer defined, and whatever I do, he's going to yell at me that
No, that's not true. If you give a good answer, I'll say it's a good answer.
Here's what I'm going to say. This is not just a Daboll issue, and it's not just a Shane issue. This has been going on well beyond those guys with Pat Shurmur and Ben McAdoo. And remember, they wanted to fire Tom Coughlin
and
when
Dave
he was going
Gettleman
to the playoffs. They wanted to fire Tom Coughlin when he was going to the playoffs, this organization. This might be an unpopular opinion. I'm going to marry John Mara. I'm going to cuddle Brian Daboll. And I don't think he's without blame, but I'm going to trash Joe Shane.
Oh, that's a good answer. Good question, good answer.
So you respect that answer?
I do respect that answer. I think that was tough for you. That was
tough.
really difficult.
Very tough.
And I'd like to disagree with the answer. I really would.
Dave's taking some real heat on the chat right now.
At some point, this has to be called out. Are you seeing
I
what, seeing what
I
they're
can't
saying
see
in
any
the
chat.
Okay.
No, what's being said in the chat?
They're pointing out that they could see a lot of thigh on Dave.
There's a
right
lot
now.
of Dave being
There's a
shown.
lot of thigh.
What are
you wearing
about?
pants?
He's wearing shorts.
How do you see this?
The angle's slightly different.
Yeah, it's kind of because you're kind of tilted down.
Well,
you kind of see.
It's funny. I get an email that said, "Why are you wearing ripped jeans?"
Oh, there's some potential junk hanging out there.
I didn't know this was that kind of stream.
Yeah. I feel like we could have like a.
It says my thighs are My thighs look sexy.
Nah, I don't know if "sexy" is the right word.
That's right. Look,
I don't understand. I'm
seeing
looking at the stream. I don't see my thighs.
Oh,
I can see him.
I can see him.
The numbers popping on the ESPN New York channel
That's
on
not
YouTube.
the only thing.
Oh,
we got an Ace Ventura situation.
Partial nudity on the stream right now.
My bottom half would be exposed. Usually, I don't even wear shorts.
There's a lot of.
Yesterday, I just wore underwear.
There's a lot of people saying put pants on.
Yeah. Psst, your balls are showing. Bumblebee tuna.
No, they're not. I'm looking down. My testicles are not.
Oh my
not
goodness.
God almighty. Yeah. I'm gonna marry the very top. I don't think this is unique to Shane and Daboll. I will cuddle. I mean, Joe Shane's had some bad drafts though too. I mean,
Yeah. I don't think there's a bad answer here at all.
it's not a well-coached team. Offense has been really, really bad. Offensive line has also been bad. I will cuddle Daboll. I'll trash Shane.
The nudity continues. So
it's getting worse,
confused at
RJ.
how my groin area is being shown, though.
well, listen, things have changed. So
We'll have
Are
to
you guys are doing this on purpose, right?
No, I can't.
We had no idea this.
Because this is what we want to see. This is at 8:07. I want to see your beanbag.
If this was the case, I would have called this out much sooner.
Yeah.
I just happened to look at the chat, and there was a lot of people saying,
Right.
pointing out that they could see a lot.
They can see a lot. Where's the camera focused on?
Well, now it's still. Your right thigh is just very
my right
exposed.
thigh. How do you see my right thigh?
You've done a good job
the
covering
camera?
it up now.
So you can see. Can you see my hand on my right thigh right
No,
now?
I don't like what your hand is doing right now. No.
It's bobbing. It's popping.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But can you see my hand
Yes.
on my thigh?
I can see your wrist doing whatever it's doing, yeah.
Can you still see my hand on my thigh?
No, and I can see your arm, yeah.
Okay. So, hand?
No, Mike.
No.
No, Mike.
Hand.
Now.
Okay.
Alrighty. So
Gross.
some real contenders in the NFL.
What is gross?
All of it.
I'm wearing shorts? Explain to me what is gross.
Wish I could wear shorts at work.
Yeah.
You
so
can. I wear shorts into the office.
some real. It's probably not advised, but you do that.
Do
that. So
What do you mean? Bart wore like kickboxing short, like leather kickboxing shorts one time.
Okay, that's Bart.
Bart had a pork chop the other day. The man clearly does what he wants.
Yeah, he brought in a full barbecue into the studio.
Yeah, on a real plate.
He had nice plating, too.
Yeah, really nice plate.
Good presentation.
Big sauce guy is Bart.
So, some real contenders in the NFL.
I'm going off the video stream.
No, that's not allowed.
No, I didn't sign on for my groin to be shown.
Well, you did, though.
Hello,
it's good for the numbers.
Yeah, let it go.
You know what? You laugh.
The numbers are
skyrocketing right now.
They're exploding right now. They are.
So,
because Dave looked like he was using a shake weight under his desk.
Is there an earthquake in Dave's
Stop.
town?
Don't do that.
No, I'm going to play right into it.
Someone's going to clip it. Don't do that.
Yeah, you're going to end up on the internet. So
Yeah,
You
speaking
know
of
what?
HR.
It'll be good for the show. Rick tells me all publicity is good.
No, that's
Here we
going to be a GIF.
It will be.
That absolutely will be. Like that's a perfect.
I thought it's a GIF.
GIF,
It depends
whatever
on
it
who
is.
you ask.
Oh.
That's like I want to show people I'm excited. Just post that picture of Dave.
I can't believe you did that. I can't believe.
What's wrong with this guy?
I don't care.
All right. Well, maybe you care about this. So, some 1 and 2 teams in the NFL right now. I want to get your opinion on which you think is most likely to rally and meet preseason expectations. Would it be that of the Ravens, lost last night? Would it be that of the Chiefs, who beat the Giants but didn't look great?
Or play each other this week, by the way.
That's a big one. Or would it be the Denver Broncos, who Sean Payton said are good enough to win the Super Bowl?
Ooh, that's crazy.
Said it.
All right, Rick is up.
I'm going to marry the Ravens, cuddle the Chiefs, trash the Broncos.
You're marrying the Ravens, cuddling the Chiefs, trashing the Broncos.
Yeah, the reason why I'm cuddling the Chiefs is because the Chiefs haven't looked good. The first half of the game, the offense looked bad. I mean, I still don't know how Mahomes
they look
managed
broken.
to.
But I tell you what, when they get back Xavier Worthy,
Well, that's the thing. And Rasheed Rice is different.
I'm going to marry the Chiefs. I'm going to cuddle the Ravens, who honestly, I lost a lot of belief in them over these 2 losses.
Can I ask you a question though?
Mm-hmm.
Before you lock in this answer, better chance to win their division, the Ravens or the Chiefs?
The Ravens.
Okay. Which is exactly why you should marry the Ravens.
Mm-mm. How many
that's
times
a
have we
misstep.
counted the Chiefs out for
I
dead,
think that's a
and
misstep.
somehow they find their way on the road. They win in Baltimore. On the road, they win in Buffalo. I'm not doing it again. I think when Rice comes back and Worthy is healthy, there'll be a massive problem again.
Okay.
Joe
and they play this week, so we'll get a good answer.
Joe in the chat says, look at Dave, and it's Davy Dukes.
Davy Dukes.
Nice.
So 6 undefeated teams still left in the NFL. Bills,
he
Colts.
didn't finish his answer yet.
Well,
I did.
I thought he did.
No,
I'm
you
marrying
just
the
married
Ravens. I'm cuddling the Chiefs. I'm trashing the Broncos.
Oh, you
I'm
married
sorry.
the Chiefs.
I'm sorry. I'm marrying the Chiefs. I'm cuddling the Ravens. I'm trashing the Broncos.
RJ, answer the question.
I would marry the Ravens, cuddle the Chiefs, trash the Broncos.
Yes.
Raymond?
Yeah, marry Ravens, cuddle Chiefs, trash Broncos. Yep.
Yes.
So 6 undefeated teams still left in the NFL. Bills, Colts, Chargers, Eagles, Bucks, Niners. Let's take out the Bills and the Eagles because they're clearly very good, and the Chargers because I think a lot of people are buying stock in them at the moment. The remaining 3, Colts, Bucks, Niners, all dealing with...
Colts, Bucks, Niners.
Yep, all undefeated, all dealing with, I guess, perhaps superseding expectations to this point, whether because of injuries or just we didn't think maybe Daniel Jones was any good. Which you buying the most stock in as a true contender, factoring in what we know about the teams and their injuries?
Ooh.
Back to me, right?
Back to you.
Davey Dukes.
Colts, Bucks, Niners. I'm going to marry the Bucks. Evans is going to come back. Godwin is going to come back. Both tackles are going to come back. I think they're going to win that division. I'll marry the Bucks. I'm sorry to do this to you, RJ. I'm going to cuddle the Colts. And I'm going to trash the Niners. I just don't see how you can exist the way they are with all the injuries.
Well, they're doing a good job now, but, I mean, at some point that's going to catch up to you, right? You would think. They'll get Purdy back. I'll answer the same across the board. I think the Rams are the better team in that division. Colts are going to, right now Houston's 0-3. Colts look great. But I think I trust Baker Mayfield more than I trust Daniel Jones at this point.
Yeah, Carlin was just in here. He called the game on ESPN Radio, Niners card. So he was out in Santa Clara. I implored him. I said, I needed you down there to give your knee up immediately. Give up your ACL to Nick Bosa.
I bet he would do it.
He would do it. He's a generous fellow.
He is. Alrighty, finally, couch.
Probably a meaty ACL too.
There it is. So, Couchcast coming up on Monday.
Right.
And if you're uninitiated to what's going on here,
how is that possible at this point?
well,
I'm bringing Doc to the Couchcast.
Are you really?
Are you now?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Well, what do you mean?
No, you're not.
Home?
You're not allowed to bring guests, you lunatic.
You know what? No,
he wasn't sit on the couch.
This is good. This is good.
He wasn't
No, it's
allowed to
not.
bring guests either to the holiday party.
Bringing Doc could be nothing but a good thing. So
Right.
I'm all.
How
for
do you
bringing
see
Doc.
this, Ray?
It's it gives a Florida feel to the game. He'll give us
Okay,
like
then I'm bringing
how the
friends,
weather's
too.
going to affect the
I'm
players.
bringing people.
Okay, bring people.
This
Okay.
is good. This spins right into my
I think
question.
that's great.
So
Right.
it's this Monday, ESPN New York.
Let the wild rumpus begin.
A whole litany of ESPN New York hosts going to be right on, snuggled up like friends in the intro to the show on that couch together.
I'm going to wear shorts.
I bet you will.
I hope not.
Davey Dukes. So, by the way, subscribe now, ESPN New York YouTube if you haven't. And if you go there now, you can see Dave partially nude, which is something. So, Cuddle, Mary, Try. I like that sound effect. Cuddle, Mary, Trash is the most likely outcome of Monday. Would it be that the Jets win their first game under Aaron Glenn and Rick and Allen and Jets fans can unite in victory? Would it be that the Jets lose, but Dave and others are respectful to the Jets fans?
But Jets win.
Jets win.
Lose.
With Dave being respectful. You're the one I'm concerned about, which has been outlined.
Why me?
It's been outlined in the calls.
You just brought nudity to the YouTube chat.
It's not naked.
Or
And
would it
did
be
weird things with your hand?
Or would it be that the Jets lose and Dave ends up annoying Rick and Allen and other Jets fans to the point where there's possible violence on camera?
Oh.
No, it's not going to be violence.
You never know.
How far do you have to push Han to incite violence?
I mean, if
Probably
it,
far.
if
I am good at that, though.
If the Dolphins are up because Dave's going to want to go to sleep or watch the other game. If it's fourth quarter Dolphins, I'm not saying it's going to happen, just painting a scenario. It's like, I don't know, 35-14 in the fourth quarter, and Dave's getting impatient. Couldn't you just see a point where he just poke and poke and poke?
If it's 35-14, I may start breaking stuff.
Maybe Dave.
I don't.
Why would he
stuff
attack
will
me?
be broken. 35-14. Are you out of your mind, RJ?
Oh, please let that happen.
So this is how it happens.
Yeah.
There'll be no more whiteboard Wednesday. I'll smash that whiteboard.
Right over Dave's head.
I just slam him right through it.
All right. So what happens Monday?
Oh.
You're up.
I can't take the emotion out of this, so I'm going to marry Jets win. I'm going to cuddle Jets lose and Dave incites some kind of fight. I don't know if it's verbal or physical, but he'll do something crazy. And then I'll trash.
So you look at me as like a wild card.
Yeah, but that's why you're here. You are the wild card. You can't help yourself. And then I'll trash if Dave's respectful if the Jets lose. There's no chance.
I'm going to marry the Jets are going to win because I think they're going to win this game. Yeah, you know what? If this is a blowout game, I might get bored and need to press some buttons. So I'll cuddle Jets lose and Dave is disrespectful. And I'll trash respect and niceness all the way.
Why are we asking the question on Get Up, is Justin Herbert the best quarterback in the league right now?
Content.
That's the answer.
They have 2 hours to
What would happen? I mean, is Josh Allen not playing anymore? Or?
We have 2 hours.
All right. Just wondering.
Right?
Yeah.
RJ, did you say Mel is there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's bring him in. The great, and I do not use this term loosely, the great Mel Kiper Jr. Good morning, Mel. How are you?
I don't know great at what, but I'll take it.
We adore you. We absolutely adore you. Mel, we'll get to the Jets, we'll get to the Giants, but let's be as topical as we possibly can and timely as we can. You've been a proponent that the Ravens are going to win the Super Bowl. How are you coming off that belief right now?
No. I mean, it's early. The Ravens basically just get into playoffs and not screw it up in the playoffs is basically what they have to do. The regular season means nothing if you get into playoffs and you make mistakes and you hand victories at teams that really didn't earn it. You gave it to them with your own mistakes and your own miscues and just not getting the job done at crucial moments. That's been their problem in the playoffs. So they got to eliminate that. Just get there. They got to win enough games. They got 3 home games coming up. They'll be fine. The defense had 3 key injuries last night. They didn't have a pass rush inside with Matabike out, didn't have an outside rush with Van Noy out, and missed Alexander in the secondary. So it showed up. I mean, Detroit did the Lions, give them credit. They did whatever they wanted. They destroyed the Ravens defense, but it's September. So, and everybody's going to look back in January or February and worry about this game. But it did tell you that they got a long way to go on the defensive side. They gave up a ton of points to Buffalo. Shouldn't really have won that game. So, yeah, defensive issues are going to be there until they get healthy. But and then Lamar, for his stat line, missed some guys with some bad throws. I mean, he airmailed a couple with guys open. The fumble by Henry. They had the ball, 28-24 game, third straight game he fumbled. So they got to clean that up. But like I said, it's September. Who cares? They got to play a clean game. Not worry about a clean game in September. Play a clean game when it matters the most in the playoffs, which they have not done over the last several years.
Mel, so first 2 weeks, everyone was, in love with the Packers. Now, Packers go to Cleveland, they end up losing. Ray's out of Survivor, which is great for us. You've seen Detroit over the last 2 weeks kind of, get back to what we expect from Detroit. How do you feel about that division now after watching the first 3 weeks?
Well, you can't go back and forth. You basically say what you're going to say in August, and you'll let it roll. And these teams change dramatically. I always go back to New England and Buffalo. First week of the season, a long time ago, was a 31-0 with the whole Lawyer Malloy thing. Remember, he left New England, went to Buffalo, and Buffalo beat him with 31-0. And who ended up in the Super Bowl winning? New England did. What did Buffalo do? Had a horrible year. So we've seen teams get off to good starts or bad starts. Remember, Colts in '75 were 1-4 and ended up winning 9 straight, get to the playoffs. So at the end of the day, it just goes back into history. It doesn't really matter. And especially now, just get into the tournament. In terms of Green Bay, they got a lot of injuries. Their offensive line's beat up. Their skill position talent for Jordan Love is beat up. And they got to get healthy. I mean, teams just aren't deep enough to overcome critical injuries, particularly along the offensive line. That's what's really affected Green Bay. And like I said, not having the weapons for Jordan Love. That's been a factor. So they'll be fine. I mean, they're going to be fine. Detroit, look at them. First week of the season, Green Bay, blow them out. Was everybody saying then? Here we are just a few weeks later. So it's the injuries, not anything else there that I think would be the concern. But certainly Green Bay is going to be right there at the end. Detroit obviously will be. But, again, teams can change. I said this back up. What you think a team will be when you look at schedules, guys, schedules are fine to look at in August, but all those teams are going to change dramatically. So when you get to November, some of these teams will be not even close to what they were expected to be because their manpower will be down because of injuries. Injuries wreak havoc in the NFL. They already have. Look at all the teams that are missing key elements already, some for the entire year. So, again, that's the nature of the NFL. But to answer your question about Green Bay, I think they'll be fine.
Mel, is it time? This is the big conversation in New York. In your estimation, is it time to start Jaxson Dart, or would you wait?
I'd go right now. I said week 5 back in August. I said wait till New Orleans. Do it now. It's the Chargers are coming in. It's at a 1 o'clock start. We've seen 1 o'clock starts affect teams from the West Coast at times. Sometimes it doesn't bother them. It's not perfect, but it's not the optimum situation because they're obviously their body clock's a little different. Teams used to come in early. Bill Walsh always wanted his teams coming in really on Friday. Not Saturday, Friday for those games. I think teams have adjusted that. The Chargers several years ago came in Saturday night, and the Ravens blew them out on Sunday. They were not ready to play. It was supposed to be a great game. The Ravens destroyed the Chargers. They weren't ready to play football. So you get on in on Friday, you're fine. If you don't, you have an issue. But get them after a big win. They had a big win against Denver. They're rolling. Get us a time to put them out there. And then you got the New Orleans game the next week. So even if he doesn't have a great game, you got New Orleans the following week. Then the schedule gets brutal. It's a tough schedule. We said it. It's an unforgiving schedule for the Giants. So you can maybe pick your spot. I thought New Orleans. But right now, I'd say do it now. Do it. This team needs – the fans want it. Jaxson Dart's been out there on the field. These little play here, play there. Russell didn't build off of the previous game, and they need some juice. And let this guy play. Let him play it out and see if you can catch lightning in a bottle, and maybe he can win some games for you. If he doesn't, so be it. It can't be any worse, right? So at the end of the day, I think the time has come now for the Charger game. Get Jaxson Dart out there. I thought New Orleans, but maybe a week earlier.
Mel, let me ask you this, though. Is it Russ? I mean, Russ played good against Dallas, but Dallas stinks, right? You just watched what the Bears did against Dallas. But then I watched Russ against Kansas City. They couldn't get ball. They didn't even try to get the ball to Malik Neighbors. I mean, you have red zone issues. He's throwing the ball out of bounds, intentional grounding off the crossbar. It was just bad. Is that Russ? Is that Russ with combination of, the play calling, Brian Daboll? I'm kind of at the point where is Brian Daboll a good coach or not?
Well, you go to what he did with Josh Allen. Everybody looks at that, and that was what really allowed Brian Daboll to build that talk about, oh, he's responsible. He's the reason. Is it Josh? Was it really Josh? And Josh had worked with guys to change and affect how he threw the football. I'll tell you all. That's why I said for Anthony Richardson, find Josh, call Josh, get the number for Josh's couple guys that worked with him, particularly the one guy that worked with him, and do that. And that's what anybody that has Taylor Green at Arkansas should do the exact same thing. So, Josh did it himself. Now, Brian Daboll benefited from that. They had that great year. Remember, the 2020 year was phenomenal. So, they did. It's the thing. If you have a great quarterback, the offensive coordinator is going to get credit for that. Was it Josh or was it Brian Daboll? You make the decision. Hey, Daniel Jones had a great year with Brian Daboll, right? Bill Walsh told me when I sat with him, and the late, great Bill Walsh said to me a long time, it was the expansion draft for Carolina, Jacksonville. I got there a little late. Kim was pregnant with Lauren, and I waited a little bit, got there a little late, sat for 2 hours with Bill Walsh after that meeting. He said, Mel, once a quarterback shows what he can do, he shows you he can play at a high level. It's up to the organization to maintain that. Once they show it, they can do it. They can't. If they fall back, it's on the organization. So once a quarterback shows he can get the job done at a pretty high level, then who's going to screw it up? Is it the quarterback or is it the organization? Is it the talent around them? Is it changes? Whatever it is, once they show it, once they show they can play in this league at a pretty high level, Bill Walsh told me, it's up to the organization to maintain that. And if they don't, it's on them.
All right, let's flip to the other New York team. What's wrong with the Jets' defense, and do you think this changes as the season moves along?
Well, I don't know if it changes. I don't think it's going to change too much. I think they got to get more out of the guys that they were counting on, and that's the bottom line with this league. You got the guys you expect to be great players have to be. And if they're not, you're not going to in the offense. Obviously, it's complementary football, right? We always hear that, but for the Jets right now, it goes beyond that. It's trying to figure out. Everybody screams this. We did our podcast with Greeny yesterday, Field Yates and I. And it's like the quarterback. Who's the quarterback going to be? Fields had the big start, then he fell back. Then he's hurt, and now you got Tyrod in there. So how's this going to play out there is going to determine. And these quarterbacks right now in college are all over the place. I mean, there are 9 guys kind of vying for the top 5, and who the number 1 quarterback is very much up in the air right now. Some of these quarterbacks haven't played up to the level expected yet, but we're only in September. So this notion we're going to get the next best thing out of the college ranks better than we have, you got to figure this out and see who comes out, who doesn't. Some of these quarterbacks are only 20 years of age. Sellers is 20 years of age. He'll be 20 at the draft. That's all he is right now. And then Dante Moore, everybody talks about him at Oregon. He's only 20 years. He'll only be 20 years of age at the draft. Doesn't turn 21 until May of next year. He's only has 5 starts at UCLA. That was it. And then this year, so he only going to have 1 full season as a starter. That's it. That's not enough. Sam Levitt's only 20. So this notion that all these quarterbacks are going to be in the first round of the draft coming up in April is a big time look at, and maybe it was exaggerated a little bit. So for the Jets, figure out Justin Fields. That's what they have to do right now. Get him back on the field and figure out and let him play it out and see if you can roll forward with him. If you can't, then you got to go into this draft and find one of these guys and hope one of these guys or 1 or 2 of these guys surface. Right now, John Mateer from Oklahoma looks like he may be the top guy, with Lenore Sellers certainly right there with all that talent. So Sellers, Mateer would be kind of, I think, 1, 2, and then after that, it's about 5, 6 guys vying for that 3rd spot.
Mel Kiper joins us here on the show. Mel, to that point, though, do you feel like that the Jets have done enough around Justin Fields to get a real fair representation of what he's capable of doing? I mean, it feels like it's wide receiver-wise, it's Garrett Wilson and then nobody else.
Yeah, I mean, you can make excuses for quarterbacks, and obviously, I said this in August. Can we ever get Justin Fields in the same system 2 years in a row? I mean, everybody wants to talk about Justin. He can't do this. He's not the perfect passer. We know that. He probably never will be, but he's got a ton of talent. And there's a lot of quarterbacks in this league that don't always see it perfectly. If they did, that'd be great. And greats are only reserved for how many quarterbacks in this league? You're not going to have 15 to 20 great quarterbacks in this league. You're never going to have that. So, again, Trevor Lawrence was supposed to be great. Where's he? Around the 20th best quarterback in the league right now at best? So at the end of the day, trying to find that guy, good luck on that. Can Justin Fields be a quarterback you can win with? Yeah, but as you said, the talent around him, we knew that was going to be an issue, and it's the first year in this offense. Give these guys a little bit of time, and then you cut the cord quick with quarterbacks, but you don't give them time. And I think they say it's an excuse. It's not an excuse. Get him in the same system 2 years in a row. He's never had that. And here he is, new system again. So, yeah, that's the problem. Lack of continuity, lack of superior talent around the quarterback, all all contributes to the struggles at that position for the guy that everybody takes shots at and criticizes. Then they beat him up mentally, beat him up physically. So they just destroy that quarterback's confidence, the teammates. It just snowballs on you when you have a quarterback situation that doesn't settle in and develop some consistency. And then they're looking for the next guy. And then it's talk about the draft. We got to get somebody in the draft. That's what happens. And I go back to you had Sam Darnold, had Daniel Jones, had Baker Mayfield. The list goes on and on. It's like one man's trash is another man's treasure, right? And that's the way it is at quarterback in the NFL.
All right, Mel, you are the best. We appreciate you. Enjoy the weekend of football. Good college weekend as well. And we'll do this again next Tuesday.
Great college weekend, guys. It's going to be a great evaluation weekend. We'll talk about how these guys play next week.
Yep, good stuff. That, of course,
got it, pal. Take it.
Yep, thanks, Mel Kiper Jr. All right, let's take a break, come back, and kind of unpack a little bit of what Buster said and Mel said. Get your calls, 1-800-919-3776. DNR with you, 880 ESPN.
Major life event? You may qualify for quality, affordable health insurance through Get Covered New Jersey. 9 in 10 get financial help. Visit getcovered.nj.gov. Healthier starts here.
Game time isn't just on the field. It's in your driveway, too. At Kia City of the Bronx, they're making plays with the full lineup of brand new Kias, ready for you at 3505 Connor Street. Don't sit on the sidelines while your dream car drives by. Visit KiaCity.com or call 646-917-7955, and they'll get you behind the wheel of something fresh. Kia City of the Bronx. This is how the Bronx drives.
Hey Yankees fans, hit your next adventure out of the park and onto the water with City Cruises New York. Sail your way to epic skyline views, delicious dining, and premium drinks. Upgrade your game day with a dining cruise, a cocktail sail, or a night with your favorite entertainers aboard City Cruises Live. Whether you're celebrating a win or just the weekend, City Cruises is a shipload of fun. Proud partner of the New York Yankees. Book today at citycruises.com/New York.
All right, let's see what's happening on the roads on this Tuesday. It's Debbie Duhane.
DNR, good morning. Hey, shout out to Big Mike from North Jersey and Tommy from Long Island. Nice meeting you in Hamburg at the golf outing recently. Hey, if you're heading to Bethpage Black today, we're seeing delays on Bethpage State Parkway northbound, getting out toward the course, so do watch for delays there this morning. The UN General Assembly in session today. Avoid the east side. It's a gridlock alert day. Alternate side parking suspended for Rosh Hashanah. Metered parking rules in effect. Sponsored by Park Whiz. New Yorkers know the hacks. Here's one for parking. Park Whiz. Reserve ahead and pay up to 50% less than drive-up rates. With ParkWiz, you can book your parking in advance, skip the hassle of searching, and save every time you park. Smarter parking starts here. Download the ParkWiz app today. I'm Debbie Duhane, 880 ESPN, New York.
Right now, police are stepping up patrols to make sure drivers and pedestrians obey our crosswalk laws. Why? Because every year in New York, people are injured or killed just crossing the street. So remember, pedestrians, obey traffic signals and use crosswalks. And drivers, yield to pedestrians in crosswalks. If you don't, we will educate you on the law. And you may get a ticket, because tickets get attention, and that saves lives. A message from the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
You know so much about who you are. But do you know what makes your body your body? With over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help you know the truth. Because you know you're made of grit, wit, and a good heart. But just how healthy is that heart? You know you're made up of all the places you've called home. You know you're made of your mom's sarcasm. And now you can find out if you have her thyroid too. You know you're made of college all-nighters and 30s early-nighters. But those still don't explain your sleep issues. You know that you're made up of good meals with even better conversation. But are you actually absorbing those nutrients? A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Calling all basketball fans. Join Optimum and MSG Networks for a slam dunk event. Tuesday, September 23rd from 5 to 6:30 p.m. at the Cross Bronx Optimum Store. Meet Knicks legend John Starks. Score awesome Knicks prizes and enter to win an MSG Networks prize pack, including a signed jersey.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
All right, DNR with you, 880 ESPN. You know, we just mentioned it in passing with Mel. This weekend of college football is an incredible weekend.
Yeah, I think you read the schedules down yesterday.
Yeah, it's sensational.
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, it's going to be a loaded Saturday. It's going to be followed up by 9:30 a.m. on Sunday.
I don't like it. I'm out on the Sunday morning games, by the way.
You're not out.
No, I'll watch them. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I would prefer they didn't exist.
It's a lot.
It's too much. It's too early. It eliminates me having a chance to do anything I'd like to accomplish in the mornings now. I wish it didn't happen. I'll watch it, and I'll be intrigued by it, but in a perfect world, it wouldn't take place.
Well, that's the problem, though, is that you're going to feel like you feel obligated, like you have to watch it. You want to watch it. You don't want to miss an NFL game. But
no, I don't miss any of them.
I would like to make, and if I'm committing my full Saturday to college football, I would like to have,
but like if you're a normal person, like a normal functioning human being,
yeah,
and you have a wife and children, how can you say I'm out Saturday because USC Illinois starts at noon, Notre Dame Arkansas is a good game, Duke Syracuse, right? The day go Ohio State Washington, LSU Ole Miss, that's a monster game. You got Georgia Alabama. How can you say I'm out on Saturday because the college football is so good? And then Sunday starts at 9:30 in the morning. Like, how can you? I can get away with it because I'm a psychotic and this is what I do. But it's really not fair.
Well, but you also have, you also have one kid in college. You also have a very, very understanding wife.
Very understanding.
This is who she married. But no, most people can't get away with it. Most people will, do whatever they have to do on a Saturday, knowing that they're going to be dialed in on a Sunday. I also think that there are some people that just don't. They'll watch their team play, but aren't necessarily sitting on the couch just watching every single second of football Sunday.
And now you have 9:30 to 11:30. You have 14 hours of football now.
But by the time when you start doing these 9:30 games and you hit the Sunday night game, it's like you feel like okay.
You feel like you played in these games.
It's a lot, yeah.
It's too much.
It's too much. But you only get 17 of them.
I know.
So you got to take advantage.
Listen, you're not wrong. I don't know. It just feels like for someone that loves it so much, even for me, it feels like it's a little bit of too much.
Well, I'll put you in a tough spot, too. Even the other night when you had you got the 10 o'clock start. It's like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? The Monday night games start too late. Last night's too late.
I
don't need 8:20
and the Mets
kickoff.
The Mets, well, last night was over by like 11:15, though.
That's fine, but still. If my kid wants to watch that game, he's a big Ravens fan. I'm going to keep him up till 11:20.
So I don't know when they made the switch, and Ray might even remember. When I was a kid, do you know what time Monday Night Football was played?
9-something.
9 o'clock.
It's too late.
There were games that would end at 12:30 at night.
That's too late, man.
That's insane. I feel like 8:15. What would you want? Kick off at 8 o'clock?
7:30?
Then I got to do that.
I know they're not going to do it, but that's what I would prefer.
So that in perfect world, 7:30? Yeah, I guess.
7:30 would be nice.
Well, you know what worries me? Because there's no way I can go to bed before the Mets are done now. What worries me is that weather's supposed to be an issue in Chicago. What happens if there's some delays involved in that?
Yeah, it's going to be a big problem. But because
it starts at 7:40, and thank God they do that because they start at 6:40, Central Time. But if that game starts at 7:40, 7:45, and then there's a delay, you're looking at like 11:30.
Well, we got to suck it up. What are we going to do?
No, this is what you have to do.
Left.
This is what you have to do.
Must-win baseball. We got to win at least 5 of these things. At least.
At least 5. They're not going to win 5.
I feel like they're going to have to win 5.
You think 5-1?
Well, I mean, Cincinnati has the tiebreaker, right? So you have to be a game better than them.
That's right.
At the very least, 4-2.
That's what Buster said, 4-2, right? So if I offered you right now, in front of God and everybody, I'm going to offer you on a silver platter. I'm going to give you a platter made of silver with the option of 4-2. You taking it?
Guaranteed 4-2.
Guaranteed 4-2. You don't even have to watch the games. It's 4-2.
I think I would have to.
Which means Cincinnati would have to go 3-3.
Yep.
So Cincinnati has 3 against the Pirates and 3 in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
The question is, does Milwaukee – I mean, because Milwaukee won't play for a while after Sunday. Does Milwaukee try to compete? And then you know what's going to happen is Sunday's games, as football is going on, the baseball is going to be vitally important.
That's right.
And the stress level is going to be through the roof.
Through the roof. I mean, the only the one positive for me is that the Jets play on Monday.
Right. And we get to watch it together, which is nice.
Well, I can't wait for that. That's going to be amazing.
Who do you think, if you had to say any one person will be the most annoying during the Couchcast, who do you think that'll be?
I'll define annoying, though.
You define it however you'd like.
Like talking and asking questions and
just like would you? How about if you had to say, "Would you shut up, please"?
Peter?
You think you worry about Peter?
Well, John's going to be locked in because it's the Jets. Alan's going to be locked in because it's the Jets. I'll be locked in because it's the Jets. I don't see Carlin asking. I mean, Carlin's going to be exhausted because he's taking the red eye back from Vegas.
Right.
I think Kay knows. Like, I think Kay is a pro. Like, he knows exactly how to.
We know you never choose Kay. That.
Well, but I think he knows how to. Like, I have full respect. I've been to his house. We've watched the game before. Like, I think he has a good understanding of what how a football game should be watched. I don't worry about you. I think that leaves. I think that leaves Peter.
So you only see Peter as really the only option for the most annoying.
Yeah, I mean, do you find someone else?
I mean, you could always get that wild card, like just the person that they're not on their game and they say stupid stuff.
I think you're more likely to get that from someone that's not a Jets fan, right? So I mean, that's
who could
that
be? That could be Don.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't.
Don's a great football fan, but Don could get chatty.
Yeah, but I watched. It was the Giants though, so it was different. When you and Don were watching the Giants in the parking lot.
Well, and two things on that. A, that was the Giants, so he's going to be more dialed in. B, it came down to the final, moments of the game. It was highly exciting.
Right, you stole some guy's phone.
Well, I had to.
Right. I mean, I have full respect for it, but you stole a guy's phone.
But I had no choice. What was I going to do? I had to commandeer it.
Listen, I think it was the right move. I feel bad for the guy because that's how he was watching the game. You're like, give me that.
But you don't think that's a good story for him? You don't think that he tells his buddies, like, guys, you'll never believe this. I'm at the Giants game tailgating, and Rothenberg just took my phone and watched it.
Well, if he knows who you are, yeah, great story. If it's just some random guy took my phone and started watching the game, so I couldn't.
I think they knew who we were.
I'm assuming because it was so close to where our area was that he probably did know who you were. But speaking of Don, I listened to Don do his
the Devils
his broadcast. Yeah,
was he awesome?
Him and Kenny Danico. It was good. Yeah,
he was awesome, right?
He's all. That's what I mean. He was made to do that.
I wonder if he was nervous, or if he
of course
will
he was
be nervous.
Of course he was nervous. There was an awkward little handshake attempt.
Really?
At the beginning.
I don't understand. This was on Sunday?
Yeah.
So how do you do this?
I taped the game, I bet.
How do you there's 16 football games. The Mets are playing, the Yankees are playing, and you're watching Don in preseason hockey? Like, do you consume everything that's ever goes on the air?
I want to be a groundbreaker.
All of it. Don's our friend.
I love Don.
It's a big deal for him, so I wanted to see it.
You're better than me.
I don't think there's any arguing that.
The Devils preseason game, Don or not, was not anywhere near my television on Sunday.
Well, the worst part for Don is that it was a bunch of people that he had to do some serious studying to actually
right, because this is not guys that are going to be on the roster.
Right. So I mean that's not an easy first foray into doing it. But he did a great job.
So, but that's a good challenge. Like if you do well there, then think of how much easier the regular season will be.
Yeah, I mean, I have not a worry in the world that Don is going to be awesome.
He's going to be awesome. He's going to be awesome.
It's his passion. He loves doing it. It's what he's always wanted to do. Devils fan.
It's the perfect person for the perfect job.
Yes.
Couldn't agree more.
And he's got a great relationship with Danico.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. And I told Don this when I talked to him recently. Rangers, Devils, I will root for the Rangers every single time. I'm not a Rangers fan that has a hatred of the Devils. I will root for the Devils for Don now after the Rangers.
I think that's respectable.
Yeah.
I mean,
For
like
me,
Don,
the team
so
I
root
hate,
for Don.
I'm sorry, is the Islanders. That's the team I hate.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
It's not because of you. I love you.
I hate the Rangers.
I hate the Islanders.
I hate the Rangers, so
Right.
it goes both ways.
And you don't hate the Rangers because of me.
No, I hate the Rangers because I played against them.
Right. All right, let's break. We'll come back, and we'll unpack a little football stuff, and then we'll get back to the Giants quarterback situation at the top of the 9. 1-800-919-3776. Am I clothed better now? Are you seeing less?
I can just see the upper half, which is nice, yeah.
Thank goodness. All right, DNR with you, 880 ESPN.
Why do you go to Princeton Longevity Center?
We go to Princeton Longevity Center because my husband's cardiologist told him having this exam saved his life.
Because somehow 20 turned into 40, and now I need to take my health more seriously. The Princeton Longevity Center designed a program to keep me healthy and active, so 50 and 60 will be no sweat.
Because even though my cholesterol is high, it turned out my arteries are clear. That's a big relief.
Whether you want to make the most of your future years or just want peace of mind, you need the Princeton Longevity Center. Their comprehensive preventive exam combines the latest technology with caring experts to create your personal plan for staying well.
Because I shouldn't have to wait an hour for a 10-minute physical. I go to Princeton Longevity Center because I get everything done in one day and take my results home with me.
Find out why you need Princeton Longevity. Call 888-8000-PLC or go to PrincetonLongevityCenter.com. Call 888-8000-PLC. That's 888-8000-PLC.
At Garden City Mazda, our inventory of new and Mazda-certified pre-owned vehicles is unmatched in New York.
Our fall kickoff savings start now. Don't miss out.
Garden City Mazda. Acceleration at every turn, exceptional in every way.
Well, to hit a home run, everything's got to line up perfectly, just like when you find the person you want to marry. When it's time to propose, well, do what I did. Visit the engagement experts at London Jewelers. From their beautiful 2 by London collection to custom designs for any budget, they make finding the perfect ring easy. Visit London Jewelers at any of their 6 locations and tell them I sent you for the Michael K. treatment. London Jewelers, getting it just right.
You matter, and so does your well-being. If you're facing tough moments, struggling with anxiety, depression, thoughts of suicide, or substance use, help is here anytime you need it. Call, text, or chat 988 for free confidential support. New Jersey's 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here 24/7 for you or someone you love, with trained counselors who listen and care without judgment. You matter. Remember New Jersey's 988. A message from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
Tire care shouldn't come with extra costs or surprise fees. It should be simple, straightforward, and stress-free. So at Midas, they're rolling out the limited lifetime tire guarantee, included with every tire purchase with paid installation. You'll pay nothing for flat repairs, nada for flat replacements, zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles, and zero for other preventative maintenance. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the limited lifetime tire guarantee, only at Midas.
This Ryder Cup, if you can't make it to Bethpage, then this is the place to be. Join the Michael K. Show, broadcasting live from 1 to 3 p.m. at Ryder Cup Live from Rockefeller Center, Midtown Manhattan's ultimate golf fan fest. Experience massive video boards, interactive golf challenges, themed cocktails, official Ryder Cup gear, and the electric energy of golf's greatest rivalry. From Thursday through Sunday, it's all happening in the heart of New York City. The Michael K. Show, live from Ryder Cup Live. Michelob Ultra, the official beer sponsor of the Ryder Cup.
All right, DNR with you, 880 ESPN. You know what's interesting to me is that the Giants are the story and the Jets are getting very little conversation here.
Well, I mean, deservedly so.
No, I understand why the Giants get so much, but I mean, is there no storyline around the Jets?
Well, I don't think it's as an exciting of a storyline. I mean, the Jets have a new GM. They have a new head coach. There's not really any crazy expectations for their season. I mean, you have a coach on the hot seat, and an interview we just heard from him where he's not making any declarative, this is our quarterback, we got to look at the tape. So you may see Jaxson Dart to start against the Chargers.
You may. And Mel, who joined us, said, it should be Jaxson Dart. It's time. Let's go.
There's a lot of people saying that.
A lot of people. I would say more people are under the impression it's time to make the move than not.
I think a lot of people have seen enough of Russell Wilson over the last 5 weeks of last season and then 2 of the 3 weeks during this season to say to themselves, I mean, maybe there's a better option, especially in the red zone. Did you see what his QBR in the red zone is right now?
What is it, 0?
A 0.8.
Yeah. I've never heard of anything lower than Justin Fields' 1.1.
That's 0.8
from last week against the Bills.
Yeah.
But there you have it. 0.8.
Yeah, it's 0 to 100. He's at 0.8.
How's that even possible?
Yeah, you watched it. Did you see him throw to the crossbar?
It's brutal. It's brutal. To see him throw to the crossbar, that I don't even think was as bad as the quarterback draw. Would you say that Russell
but that's
Wilson
a call,
he's not
though.
capable? He's got no athleticism at this point of his career.
Oh, but that was a called play, I think. I mean, how about him throwing it to the tunnel and taking an intentional grounding?
Why not just throw it at the feet of the wide receiver?
How about 4th down and you throw it at the crossbar? At least give someone a chance to make a catch.
So we discussed this, and I want to get back there quickly. Wouldn't that be the time that you would want Jaxson Dart to come?
I said that to you. The red zone. Why not? I mean,
isn't that the time?
You would think.
Like where now he can run, he can hand it off, he can throw. Throws should be, right, if he's on the run, maybe easier down there. Like, isn't that the thing to kind of take the weights off of him and allow him to do it down there at the goal line?
You would think.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. But that's, again, I don't know isn't a good answer, but it's like I don't know if Brian Daboll is a good coach, so I don't know if this is a great situation for Jaxson Dart to be thrown into.
I would say, and again, nobody knows, I would say he's not. I think I've seen enough of the mindset to say he's not. You didn't even try to get the football to your most dynamic offensive weapon the other day. You didn't even try.
Not even him. I mean, it was Wandale too. It was both of them. I mean, it was both of them.
Yeah, but Neighbors is a star.
He's a stud.
You went his way once for the first 3 quarters of that game. Like, they actually ran the football effectively. Wouldn't you think that would open up the passing game and the play-action pass?
Well, no, because I think Kansas City was okay with you running the football. We're not going to let you beat us down the field with Malik Neighbors and
So why would
Robinson.
you just keep running then?
That's a question for Brian Daboll, man. I mean, why would you bring back the same offense that was the 31st ranked offense last year?
Well, that's a question for Joe Shea.
And I think the 32nd ranked red zone offense and expect it to be different.
Well, this is Giants football.
Oh, well, okay. So, I mean, now we'll see if we'll get a chance to see if Jaxson Dart for an extended period of time now is a difference maker. If he is,
I got to tell you, man, the best thing to happen for the Jets is the Giants.
The best thing to happen for the Mets is the Giants.
The best thing for the Mets and the Jets is the Giants.
Right now, yeah.
Remember when it was Aaron Rodgers and it was like all the focus was on the Jets and the Giants were a dumpster fire, but at least they were a quiet dumpster fire?
Yeah.
Well, no longer. Now it's like the Jets, you can't get a peep out of them. There's some rumblings about people dissatisfied with the defense and uncertain what they're going to do at quarterback, but the Jets are really 0-3, and there's some winnable games. They'll wind up winning 6 games, and that'll be that. The Giants are the dumpster fire now.
Right. Well, since 2017, they've both been dumpster fires. I mean, they're the 2 worst records in the NFL in that time span. But yeah, I mean, it's the more interesting story. I mean, it's the reason why you were excited as a Giants fan was because you feel like there's a chance you may have your franchise quarterback. So now, I mean, are we going to get a chance to see him in Week 4?
You might.
Which I got to imagine is a whole hell of a lot earlier than they wanted to put him out there.
Probably. Well, yeah, I think they wanted Russell Wilson to be capable, and I wanted to buy some time and hopefully win a couple of games, and then you can go to him in week, I don't know, maybe the Niners would be his debut, right? Like somewhere in the middle of the season. But I think plans change when you're disgraceful.
All right, but is that a good enough reason to change him? I think it's a good enough reason to change if you think he actually gives you the opportunity to win more games. Like if that's,
I'd almost say, how could he not, seeing what you've seen from Russell Wilson?
Well, Russell Wilson, yeah, but I haven't seen I haven't seen what Jameis Winston looks like.
Yeah, I think there's a pretty good chance that Jameis Winston would give you a better chance to win games.
Right, but it sounds like that's not going to be the case.
It's not going to be. If Jameis Winston was going to be the guy they went to, Jameis Winston would have been the number 2 quarterback in the first couple of weeks.
You would think so, yeah.
Yes. Get ready for a new Monday Night Football experience with the ESPN New York Couchcast when the Jets take on the Dolphins for the Week 4 divisional matchup. This is nice. This is exciting. Settle in on the couch and join the Altcast with all your favorite ESPN New York personalities for instant reactions, unfiltered commentary, and, of course, behind-the-mic banter. Streamed live on our YouTube page from kickoff to the final whistle. It's the ESPN New York Couchcast presented by Calandra's Bakery. I'm hopeful that they bring treats.
I think we're assuming they're bringing treats, delicious
they better bring treats. I love treats.
Yeah.
Jacob's Pickles. I love pickles. Don't they do the fried pickles there as well, right?
They have delicious biscuits too.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
So this is going to be a high-caloric night for us.
Feels like it.
Great. And driven by the All-American Ford Auto Group. I heard John and company are going to bring a couple F-150s up into the studio.
F-150, I think there's going to be some swag. I talked to him the other day. There's going to be some swag up there for us.
Love it. They are the #1 Ford Auto Group with huge locations throughout New Jersey. Monday, September 29th, coming up soon. It's Monday, starting 7 o'clock on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. That's exciting.
Yeah, this is the chair that he got us that we never got to use.
That is something.
I got this one, and we had a red one, too.
I'm told Jacob's Pickles will also be bringing chicken bites.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Doesn't like a chicken bite.
I love the chicken bite.
Speaking of chicken, my nephew's working over at Chick-fil-A now.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
So he's off on Sundays?
Off on Sundays. He got verbally berated the other day.
Why?
Some guy was unhappy that he didn't put his creamer in his coffee for him.
Oh, no.
And Jax was like, well, we don't normally put the creamer in. We give you the creamer to put in.
So he put creamer. He gave the man creamer.
He gave the man creamer, but didn't put it in the actual coffee.
And the guy went off on him?
Scolded him. Yeah, swearing. Said, well, how the bleep do you expect me to put the bleeping creamer in my coffee while I'm driving on the highway?
Well, how about this, you jackwagon? You pull to the side in the parking lot, you put your creamer in, you swirl it around, and then you drive.
Yeah, I think that's probably what he's thinking, yeah.
I mean, if he noticed before he got onto the highway that this was an issue, which he clearly did to berate poor Jax.
Yes.
People really are the worst.
And then the lady the other day was mad at him because they don't because I guess she was allergic to mixed greens, and she wanted just the romaine lettuce.
No one is allergic to mixed greens,
and that unfortunately is not an option.
But that's also not an allergy.
So
if you're allergic to salad, I guess I can understand that. There's no way that you're allergic to mixed greens, but not romaine.
So God, he got scolded for that one too.
So you do realize what that is? This woman only wanted romaine.
And that's it.
She made up the mixed greens allergy.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, is what that is. All right, here's the question for the 9 o'clock hour. You're uncertain. I want it. Mel says yes. Do you want to see the Giants make the switch at quarterback and go with Jaxson Dart? 1-800-919-3776. I think it's going to be polarizing. Like, I think you're going to get almost everyone is going to go with make the move and make the move now. 1-800-919-3776. DNR with you, 880 ESPN.
Listen up, friends. It's summer, and you should be out there trying to enjoy yourself. But neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain is holding you back. It's time to handle it. I'm telling you, you need to call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain. Dr. Shaw is a double board certified, Ivy League trained. This man is the real deal. No surgery, so there's no excuses. You want to get back to your active lifestyle? Dr. Shaw got you covered. Joint pain, migraine, sciatica, nerve pain, gone. No cuts, no medication, no long, precise image-guided procedures that can get you back to doing what you love. So, here's what you got to do. Get your phone, get online, SandwellPain.com. Book that appointment. You've waited long enough. Don't let pain steal your summer. Don't let pain steal your fun. Call Dr. J. Shaw today. Go to SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think.
FanDuel is getting you ready for kickoff with an offer you won't want to miss. New customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. That's right. Pick a bet $5, and if it wins, you'll unlock $300 in bonus bets to use all across the app. You can build parlays, bet player props, ride the live lines, whatever your style, FanDuel has you covered. The NFL season is finally here. The only question is, are you ready to play? Visit FanDuel.com/Rick to download the FanDuel app today and get started. You can build parlays, bet player props, ride the live lines, lines, whatever your style, FanDuel has you covered. The NFL season is finally here. The only question is, are you ready to play? Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions do apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
To help those who want to be helped but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
When it comes to restoring cars, Diego's got skills. And with Total Wireless in his corner, the whole world sees them. With the dual camera system on his new iPhone 13, he can take amazing car photos and post them on the fly with super fast 5G, and even turn this hobby into a full-time gig. His claim to fame? Claiming iPhone 13 with 5G on us. Get iPhone 13 with 5G on us when you switch to the Total 5G or 5G Plus Unlimited 3-month plan. Total Wireless, in your corner. For limited time while supplies last. Valid in store. Device taxes and fees may apply. Requires port in and ID verification. Restrictions apply.
At Progressive, we understand the bond you have with your boat. It's why people name theirs.
I was pretty hungry and looking at a menu when I named my boat Change Your Tuna. The backup names were Trick or Trout, I Salmonly Swear, and, oh, it gets worse, New Squid on the Block. It wasn't my best day.
Whatever you call your boat, protect it. And start with a quote from Progressive, America's #1 boat insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. #1 rating based on boat market share data from ratefilings.com.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Put it in the box. This is your radio home for New York Mets baseball. 880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
I don't want to hear any crap about how good Brian Daboll is as a coach. Give me a break. You got to put Dart out there.
Some quarterback change is on the table. I'd say we're evaluating everything.
There are a lot of people that expect the second he steps foot on the field, this whole thing's going to look different.
Look, he's talented. Don't show him boo him a game or two in if he doesn't do well.
Is he ready mentally to struggle and deal with what comes along with that? The media, the fan base. Is he ready to do all that?
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on 880 ESPN and the ESPN New York app.
All right, the big 9 o'clock hour. What do we have in this 9 o'clock hour? A lot of Giants conversation, maybe a little non-Jets Giants NFL talk, and we have the bump coming up at about 9:15.
Everyone loves the bump.
The human bump will hit at 9:15.
Ratings bump.
What?
Ratings bump.
Ratings bump.
Yeah,
that's
viewership
right.
bump.
That's right. The numbers will go from, I don't know, like in the 1,000 range, probably up to 13, 14.
Yeah, call him a human bump implies he's like a speed bump or something. You don't want that.
No. I mean, it's kind of pick your own adventure. It could be speed bump. It could be ratings bump. It could be like drug-related bump.
Yeah, I don't want to be. I don't want to be the
bump
last one.
you want to consider him. He is the bump.
No.
What's wrong with you?
You're the bump. I think you should own it and wear it as a badge of honor.
It will not happen.
I don't like your attitude right now.
But it will happen. Like, you will give the YouTube stream a bump.
You don't know that.
Oh, it happens every day.
It's happening every day, RJ. I mean, at some point, maybe it stops, but right now, you're the bump.
At
Like
the
Dave and I
moment, can you
find-
at least own the fact that you are the bump?
If it happens again today, then maybe. You need a sample size.
The sample sizes last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Monday of this week.
Well, there you go. Then it'd be a week.
So if it happens again today,
then fine.
Now it's 5. Now you will own the nickname the bump.
Okay.
All right, fair enough. 1-800-919-3776. So you would only go to Dart if the Giants firmly believe that he's ready to be the quarterback, correct?
That's it. I'm for it if it's for the right reason.
Right. See, I don't know that you'll know if it's for the right reasons.
Well, they know. Listen, I'm not the one making the decision. Again, I'm going off of, Dan Graziano reporting that they have a plan in place, and it's not in pencil, it's in pen. Like, they're willing to sacrifice whatever this season is supposed to be to ensure that Jaxson Dart is developed the proper way. And that feels like that plan is gone right out the window.
Yes. Now, if they had it in pen and ownership knew about it and everyone knew about it within the organization, then can you really deviate from that?
It sounds like they're going to. I mean, do you think the plan was, hey, we'll be 0-3 and go to Jaxson Dart in week 4?
Probably not.
Probably not. Now, I also recognize that with what you've seen in the preseason and what you're seeing now, behind the scenes, if you're Brian Daboll and in practice and everything else, that you believe that, his skill set will translate better to what you're trying to run offensively. Like, hey, if we go more up-tempo and we have some of the, the zone read stuff, it's going to help kind of give our offense the boost that we think it needs.
Right. But
if that's
do
the
you
case,
look
then do it.
At a Kafka Daboll, combination as capable of putting him in that position and doing the right thing by him?
I would say at this point, probably not.
Yeah,
but
it's very difficult to have any faith in anything this organization does.
No, I mean, because, again, I didn't think that Russell Wilson was good in the last 5 weeks of last season. There weren't a bunch of teams that knocking down his door to make him the starting quarterback, so I didn't think that just, like, him replacing Daniel Jones would all of a sudden take this 31st-ranked offense and turn it into a good offense or a middle-of-the-pack offense. And that clearly hasn't been the case except against Dallas.
But isn't that on Joe Shane?
Of course it's on Joe Shane.
Yeah.
It's on both of them. It's on everybody. It's on the owner for bringing them back. Just to bring them back because you didn't want to be known as the owner that just cycles through coaches.
Right. Well, now you're the owner that just has a bad team every single season.
No, now you're the owner that puts your quarterback in terrible positions after you just got done telling me that you ruined Daniel Jones. So now you set yourself up to do the same exact thing.
It's quite possible.
Where you're going to, all of a sudden now, new GM, new coach, inherits first-round quarterback.
It's quite possible. Let's get to some of these callers, and then we'll go to the human bump. Billy in the truck. Billy, you're on 880 ESPN.
Morning, guys. Thanks for taking the call. I mean, I think at this point you got to go to Dart because how many times are you gonna have Wilson come off the field and looking at tape and all you got to say to Dart is okay, yeah, don't do that. Don't throw the ball off the goalpost. Don't throw it into the tunnel. Like at one point, this has become detrimental that all you have to go off of is just what not to do, instead of what to actually do.
Well, but I don't think it's that simple though. I don't think it's like if I was, if when I was called up and I was sitting behind, Garth Snow and he struggled, it's like I'm not gonna because he's struggling doesn't mean I'm gonna step in net and struggle. It's more like, getting myself comfortable with being a pro, watching how Snowy would prepare, watching how he would make adjustments in a penalty kill, like just stuff like that. Like it's and that's just being a goalie, let alone being a quarterback that's now learning a new language, a new offense, getting comfortable with his, with Malik Neighbors and Wandale and all their tendencies and everything else. Like, there's so much that goes into being a quarterback in the NFL.
The way to coach in this league is not, you see what Russell Wilson just did? Don't do that.
No, right. But it's more like behind-the-scenes stuff, like watching, like, how many quarterbacks have you heard say, like, until I got in a quarterback room with this veteran, I had no idea how to watch tape. Caleb Williams was talking about it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they didn't even teach me how to watch tape.
Right.
So, I mean, those are things that you need to learn. I think Russell Wilson has probably done a good job of helping Jaxson Dart with those things.
And I think playing for Lane Kiffin probably helped.
Of course.
It's a college coach who had an NFL background.
Yeah, all that experience. I mean, listen, the kid has a ton of swag, aura, whatever you want to call it. Right? Like, I think the teammates believe in him.
Yeah.
He definitely believes in himself. Like, he exudes confidence. So, I mean, I got to believe that behind the scenes, after watching what Russell Wilson has looked like the last 2 of the 3 weeks, they're probably saying to themselves, hey, we could use some of this energy right now in this offense. And if that's the case, I mean, it's also your job as a coach to give your players the best chance to win. And if they all think that Jaxson Dart gives them the best chance to win and they're going to, they're fully bought into it, then maybe it's time.
Mike in Belmore. Mike, we'll keep unofficial tabs here. It's 1-0, get Dart in there. Not that it matters, but let's just see what the fans think. Mike in Belmore, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to go to Dart at this point. I'll tell you, I was pretty frustrated Sunday night like the rest of everybody. I listed my tickets on StubHub first thing in the morning. I heard Daboll's press conference. I immediately took them down.
Well, here's what I'll say, though. the reason not to go to him now is because you don't want to have to go. Once you go to him, you don't want to have to go and put him back on the bench.
No.
Like you don't
No,
want.
we're not putting him back on the bench.
Well,
though.
no, but that you don't want to have happen what happened like Carolina, where like I mean he's not maybe ready. You threw him in too early. He struggles. It looks bad for an extended period of time, and it's like this is not doing him any good right now. So let's put him back on the bench. That's the last thing you want to have happen.
I mean, I don't think there's any proof to guys sitting on the bench watching actually getting better. I think a lot of those guys that watched were just on good teams.
I think it just depends on the player, right? I mean, there's thanks to call Mike. There's examples for everything,
right? But I think there's also plenty of examples of guys that were put in bad situations too early that now they've eventually figured it out.
Yes,
but it's with a different team.
Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Daniel
Geno
Jones.
Smith. I mean, you name it.
Yes, Geno Smith. Right. So there's a lot, but you could if you're looking to back up your argument, you can do it with there's always sitting for a season. Patrick Mahomes, right?
Yeah,
starting
Aaron
right
Rodgers.
away. There's guys for that.
Right, but it's also, yes, it's being ready, but it's also the situation being ready for the quarterback to go in and actually have success. Like, so do you think that the Giants, as currently constituted, with, Kafka and Daboll designing the offense, are they in a good spot for Jaxson Dart to step in and actually have success?
Well, probably not, but would you be at all this season? You would agree you have to go to him this year.
Well, right. At some point, you're going to have to go to him, period. Like, it's just that he needs experience. But like I said, I mean, week 4 now, I mean, we're talking about, you have 14 games left now. Like, just more opportunities to actually struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no perfect answer as to how many games that person should play. But if you're not going into an ideal situation, going up against really good teams that have good defenses, there's probably a better chance that you struggle. So how long do you want the kid to struggle before he finally has success?
I mean, you don't want him to struggle at all. If he were to start this week, isn't there a chance that he gets kind of some of the cobwebs off him this week, and then next week in New Orleans you get a better version of him, though?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you could also make the argument that if you let him sit one more week and all of a sudden unleash him in New Orleans, they have no tape of him, that you give him a better chance to go into New Orleans and win, maybe?
Maybe.
But, I mean, but right after that, you got Thursday Night Football against the Eagles.
Right, which is just awful.
So.
Imagine he just played well, though.
Listen, that'd be awesome.
Imagine he comes out, and even if you lose, if you watch the Giants play.
But understand what you're asking this kid to do, though.
I get it.
You just told me that you don't think the offensive line is very good.
It's not. It's not that I don't think it is. It's just not.
Okay, we're also sitting here discussing whether or not the coaching staff is any good.
I don't think they are.
Okay, so you're asking this kid to now step in and make up for all of that.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a lot. I mean, you don't ask. I mean, you're hard pressed to get first-round picks that you think are generational talents that jump in and do that.
You're asking him to do a lot.
I mean, Cam Ward's struggling to do that right now.
It's not easy to do.
So that's what I'm saying, though. Like, I feel like because it's so early in the season and you haven't really fully, truly embraced punting on the year, so you're willing to live with just whatever happens. It's good. It's just the experience is what we need. I feel like there still is the thought that he steps in and gives us a better chance to win, which means you still expect to win.
Well, I don't know about that.
You're going to expect, I don't
expect the Giants to win much more than 3 games this season.
Right, but at the very least, in your mind, it's going to look better.
Yes, it could, but that's a win.
But what happens if it doesn't, though?
Then I don't know.
What happens if it's just too much? Like having a bad offensive line and, a coaching staff that's not very good is just too much for anyone to overcome.
I don't know.
That's my fear.
And I understand why that would be your fear. I think it's a very fair fear to have.
Because we're just accepting the fact that it's just the reason why they stink in the red zone is just it's Russell Wilson. Right.
I mean, he's not good in the red zone.
Well, what the reality is they weren't good in the red zone last year. Right? So it's just the continuation. This isn't just something that's just happened.
Right.
Just
and last year you had, for some of the season at least, a mobile quarterback.
Right.
That was able to do stuff.
Right. And the offense last year was the 31st ranked offense.
So what's the common theme? The coaching.
Right. Okay. So, does Daniel Jones look bad in the red zone in Indy?
No, he looks unbelievable.
They've punted one time.
Right. He looks unbelievable. Martin or Martine in the car, you're on 880. Good morning.
Hey, where'd you get Martine from? That's feminine, bro. My name is Martin.
No, Martine Grammatica. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. But, yeah. So you guys were just talking about it and about putting Dart in and making sure that you don't go back. And I agree with that. But I also have another angle I don't want Dart to be anywhere close to Daboll because in Daniel Jones' first year, he looked good, and then Daboll ruined him. And I don't think that he should be saving Daboll's job. I don't think that he should be saving Shane's job. He let Saquon Barkley go away for nothing. Nah, these guys don't need to be saved. So, and I think Jaxson Dart is good enough to save their job, but they don't deserve that. You should play him at the end of the year, get him some reps.
Well, why would they do that, though? If you think that he could save their jobs and they believe that he could save their jobs, why would they wait to the end of the year so he can't save their jobs?
Oh, I know that's what they're going to do. I'm just saying they don't deserve it because that's the same thing with Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones was good, and look what he's doing at the Colts. And they ended up ruining him. So, yeah, they'll do it to save their job. I would do it too. But from a fan's perspective, like, no, I want better for Jaxson Dart. I want better for the Giants. Like, do you like this regime of Daboll and Shane?
How can anybody be a fan of this regime, Martin?
Right, but and Martin, thanks for the phone call. I think that, the true test, obviously, is going to be to see what Jaxson Dart looks like in Brian Daboll's offense. Because what Brian Daboll has told you, and they just keep trying to hammer home, by bringing back everyone but Daniel Jones also, is that it wasn't the offense, it's the quarterback. Which, now watching Russell Wilson in this offense, you start to think that, maybe it's just the offense and the guys that are designing it and calling the plays.
Well, the offensive line, Rick, think about this now. By the way, Tyrone Tracy, 2 to 4 weeks, separated shoulder. The offensive line is not good, right?
No.
The weapons, for the most part, are not good. Neighbors is great. Wandale is fine, but the weapons, you would agree, are not special.
I would agree with that.
And the running backs are average or maybe a little above average at best.
Yeah.
So, how could any quarterback really have success here?
Right, but so what Brian Daboll is telling you, because this is, and Joe Shea made it pretty clear, this is his guy, is that his skill set and what he's going to be able to do with Jaxson Dart will really get the most out of what his offense is meant to be. Because the thing with Daniel Jones was, when they first took over the team, it was eliminate the turnovers. Right? He simplified the offense, eliminated the turnovers. If your first read wasn't there, let's run the ball. And you had success doing that. But the natural progression with that would be like kind of what you're seeing with Justin Herbert. Right? Jim Harbaugh comes in, we're going to run it. Let's limit mistakes. He only throws 3 picks, but only throws 22 touchdowns, and we can win that way. But now as we progress, now we put more on your plate. We got to get the ball down the field. We got to be more explosive. Daniel Jones couldn't do it. He thinks that Jaxson Dart can. He can do both. He can run read option, and he can also throw the ball down the field. So we'll see. It's a lot to ask from a rookie.
A lot.
To come and all of a sudden be the one that changes what's been a really bad offense. For more than just the first 3 games. Right? Last year was awful. Red zone, awful.
Every year is awful.
This year, more of the same.
Every year is awful. You had the year where you were 7-2, and then you finished 9-7-1, and then it's been a disaster ever since then.
Yeah, so, listen, I hope it works out. I hope that Jaxson Dart is the guy.
God,
that would be great.
Because if he's not, then what do you have?
Then what do you have? Then you have a new GM. You have a new coach. You'll have a high draft pick, and you'll have to make a decision.
Right. Do you want to bring him back as the quarterback, or you want to do it all over again?
Yeah, this is what bad teams do, man.
This is exactly what bad teams do.
We said the same thing about Chicago. What are you doing? Well, why are you bringing the quarterback? Well, because the defense looked good. Well, you didn't draft a defensive player with the first overall pick, did you?
No, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. I always cut him short, but I think now being the human bump, I don't think we can cut him short anymore. RJ?
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Good. So I'm going to keep a very close eye on these numbers. It's 768. If you push us to over 1,000, you would admit this is all you, right?
Maybe. That's a big height.
I know it is.
But I guess maybe.
All right. So
you like the lift that Tom Cruise wears in his shoes, RJ.
Tom Cruise got a great thing going on because I think we're the same height. I think we're both 5'7". But the way they shoot all his movies, you would never know it.
Right, and I also think that he makes sure that the female interest in the movie is not taller than him.
Oh.
Or he uses the illusion, whatever he's got to do.
Whatever he's got, but Dave doesn't like Tom Cruise, so let's not talk about Tom Cruise.
Well, let's just, because I don't like him doesn't mean that you guys can't talk about
Dave
it.
thinks that Tom Cruise is a hack actor.
Yeah, it's odd.
What is odd? I'm a man full of opinions.
It's a take almost as bad as I love the Ravens.
Yeah, we're getting to that.
Bet all
oh
your
boy.
money.
We're getting to that.
All right, you know what? All I wanted to do was bring in the human bump. That's all I wanted. And then you guys are like, Tom Cruise, and Dave says this, and Dave sucks with that. Dave sucks. I'm an embarrassment. Here's the human bump.
Now.
Walk-up three-pointer. He got it!
See ya!
Put him in the box!
The you missed.
No, and it's driven by Ramsey Mazda. So
Oh, yeah.
let's get to it. Last night, Monday Night Football. And some said it was the lock of the year.
Century.
Yeah. Some of us said that. Didn't go that way. So the Lions, who were getting points, they went outright.
Yep.
38-30. And the score was worse than that until the final moments. Which, there's something I want to get to with that.
Yeah.
That score and what it meant for our guillotine league. Because I just learned of this recently.
Please don't tell me that I'm eliminated from the guillotine.
You're
league.
not.
Okay.
But who was getting eliminated changed hands like numerous times in the fourth quarter. Yeah.
So who's
It
out?
wasn't me.
Well, I'm going to tell you. So,
But now just tell me, because now you get me nervous.
hold on. So, Dave Montgomery rushes for 151, 2 scores. Jahmyr Gibbs, 2 touchdowns. Lamar threw 3 touchdowns in the
dear
loss.
God, who's out?
I love this.
Derrick Henry fumbled and scored in the game. Roller coaster of emotion.
You're a bad human being.
You're killing me right now.
Just like
human
the
bump
guillotine.
is very annoying.
Just like the guillotine league, you're both safe.
Yes.
But so
Now I'm going to interrupt you.
Yeah.
We've bumped over 800.
So, since most people listening don't know who I'm talking about, we'll just say Team A was on the chopping block. They were done until that final touchdown, which tightened the score up to 38-30 from the Ravens. So now Team A is safe. That put Team B on the chopping block. Team B is who ended up getting eliminated. But do you know who cleared, and this is where it's relevant, who cleared the chopping block by, I think he said 0.2 of a point?
John.
And,
of course.
Wow.
And Anthony from DHR. So here's how it went down.
Which is, look, by the way, them getting put on the same team is a joke, too.
It was random.
It was
Yeah, right.
random.
That's what I was told.
You don't believe that?
No, I don't believe that.
So that last drive for the Lions, where Jared Goff is kneeling down, had Goff kneeled down one more time, had Baltimore taken their last time out, I believe it was, Goff
He
would
would have lost yardage on the kneel down.
have lost 1 point,
Uh-huh.
or not 1 point, 1/10 of a point, whatever it was, gone. They're out.
Wow.
That would have been the difference.
So who lost?
Well,
He doesn't know.
well, I do
He
know,
just knows
but
it wasn't John.
it was
Can you tell me who lost?
Dom and Mike.
I don't know who Mike is.
Well, there you go. Well, you had to know. So now
That's
you
why
know.
he didn't tell you.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
Dom is the gentleman with the beard?
No, Dom sits near me.
Oh, then
No,
I don't
now
know.
we're just deep down the rabbit hole. But
Just
anyway,
get to know your office mates. Would you please get to know
I'm
your
pretty
teammates?
sure I know Dom.
you don't know your teammates well. It's fine. You'll see them later. But by the way, you ever go on the app and you see when someone gets eliminated the next morning? It literally has you chop their heads off.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, you get to push the button.
Really?
Nice.
It's very aggressive.
I like it.
It's really, really
It
aggressive.
probably makes people smile.
So what are we
honestly.
down to now? We've eliminated quite a few teams now, right?
3, some would say.
Oh, my.
Well, you can laugh all you want, but at most
It's a tough day.
guillotine leagues start in different weeks.
It's a tough one for you.
No, it's not at all. The one
I
I
think-
drafted this week just started this past week
Well, what are you doing? Why are you starting this week?
because they start different weeks. Ask
Yeah, but
John, ask Troy. Those are guys that actually
Right,
play
but
fantasy
ours
football.
ours didn't start during the preseason. You knew it started week 1.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a great question, but I think that it's not as bad as it seems.
Okay.
I think it's pretty bad.
Mm-mm.
All right.
I also won in fantasy, by the way, if anyone was wondering.
I lost by like 1 point.
I have the most points against. So good for me.
You're going to be that guy, huh?
Well, it's by a wide margin, too.
Yeah, here we go.
Well, you're
Woe is
1 and
me.
2. I have like 2 points that scored fewer than you. Me and you are both 1 and 2. We got the same problems.
I'm also 1 and 2. I'm coming back.
You know what
You
they
stink.
You know what they annoy?
I think we got the same record.
Yeah, but you're not good. Like it's established. You're not a. You're not
just
a. You have a helper.
You just
you're not a
asked
great
how many
fantasy
people have been
player.
eliminated from the guillotine league that started week 1.
You're not. You're
It
not
seems
a
like
good
a
fantasy player.
self-explanatory question, though.
Whether the question was good or not is irrelevant. You're not a good fantasy player. You have a helper,
I don't have a helper. I have a guy that I like to involve in my fantasy
also
operations.
known as a helper.
I like to share my fantasy experience. I'm a giver.
Okay.
You know what the hard part about this is? So, not only is he undefeated, he has the most points in the league.
Who, John?
Yes.
Yeah,
For the
of course
moment.
it is.
It's still early.
He's going to peak too early. That's what's going to happen. He's going to peak too early.
And it won't be the first time.
Wow. So, some NFL news that Jerry Jones says IR is a consideration for CeeDee Lamb and Tyler Booker. So, CeeDee Lamb's sounds like he's going to miss at least a few weeks, at least 3-ish. They're right teetering on that 3 or 4 line.
Can I lock the Packers in right now for the picks on Friday?
May as well.
I don't think you can.
Why?
Feels too early.
Why can't
No, it's not too early. Go for it.
I'd like to lock the Packers in right now.
Go for it.
No,
You want to lock the Packers in?
no, I vote against it.
Packers
You
lay
vote
at 6.5.
against it?
No,
All right, then I'll vote against it too.
People need to listen on Friday.
Why? You can lock it in too if you want.
I don't want to.
Why
That's
don't we
your
make our
fault.
picks now?
I'll take the Packers and lay the 6.5. Thank you.
All right, we'll see where it's at on Friday.
I'm putting it in the iPad now.
No.
Nope, can't do that.
No, we're not signing off on that.
Yep, can't do that.
You can't just make your own rules.
Yeah.
I think we should be able to do that though, because you should be able to like
This
the
was a
skill of it
point
is
of
taking the
contention
number.
for a long time. No, we're not doing this.
That's stupid if we don't do it.
Oh well. And stupid.
Well, I
we
guess,
are.
I guess
Jeopardizes
we'll
the
be
integrity
stupid.
of the picks.
I guess we'll be stupid.
You're trying to jeopardize the integrity of the picks.
No, I want to take the number while it's less than a touchdown.
Right, exactly. What happens if it goes up to 9?
Well, but this is the time that you would really bet it.
No.
Like if we were doing an actual service for the listener that was going to follow our picks, you would take it when you thought the number was at the best time to take it.
I guess. But
You want to make this a borrow off the mortgage kind of pick?
No, I'm not going to make the same mistake that
Please
you
don't
made.
do that.
yeah, please don't. Nick Bosa has a torn ACL. That made me sad.
I'm sure it
I
did.
wish him well.
He knew right away though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
He's torn it in the past, right?
He's
the
torn
other one.
both knees. Now this
Oh,
is
God.
the second
This
time.
is the second or the third?
The second on this knee, third overall.
Oh, my God.
Once in high school, once in 2020 at MetLife, and
He's
once
too
now.
explosive, man. His legs, he's just got too much. He's too muscular.
It's not great.
850 now, Dave.
Browns tackle DeJuan Jones out for the season with a knee injury as well, and the NFL has removed Texan safety Jimmy Ward from the commissioner
You hear that,
exempt list.
RJ? 850.
Well, it's not 1,000.
It's close.
It's creeping towards.
I mean, it's coming up.
I don't know about that. Fred VanVleet of the Rockets has a torn ACL. Sounds like he could miss the entire season, which is not good either. And Steve Nash has joined the Suns as a senior advisor. Interesting situation going on with Auburn. So Bruce Pearl
Very strange.
has been their head coach for, I believe, 11 years. And not only is he stepping aside, but his son is taking over immediately.
I think his son just signed a 5-year deal too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, his son Steven.
Well, lot of belief that he waited to the 11th hour,
So they
there
couldn't
was
find
no
one?
one else they could go grab.
He was
had to take the son.
He was very outspoken about Braun and nepotism in the NBA.
Right.
Whoops.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a great time for that. And Carol Lawson has been named head coach of the USA team for the women. And that is Sim, driven by Ramsey Mazda. It's the experience of driving a new Mazda and buying a new Mazda from Ramsey Mazda. Choose wisely, choose Ramsey Mazda.
All right. Well, you did it again. You bumped it up by about 100.
That's not what we're looking for.
Oh, come on.
It's a
You
solid
bumped it up by
number.
more than 10%.
It's a solid number.
You're the human bump. Just own it. Admit it.
I'm not ready to admit that.
All right, let's take a break, come back, and we'll do Jets-Giants, but there's some other NFL housekeeping things we have to do as well. It's DNR with you, 880 ESPN.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Calling all basketball fans. Join Optimum and MSG Networks for a slam dunk event. Tuesday, September 23rd from 5 to 6:30 p.m. at the Cross Bronx Optimum Store. Meet Knicks legend John Starks. Score awesome Knicks prizes and enter to win an MSG Networks prize pack, including a signed jersey.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. We all turn to some funny places for support, but not everyone is a therapist. Not everyone is the one. Find your right match with BetterHelp. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and preferences, and their 10-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means they typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from their tailored recs. You can join a session with a therapist at the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life. Plus, switch therapists at any time. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Find the one with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/timeout. That's betterhelp.com/timeout.
All right, let's see what's happening on the roads on this Tuesday and bring in the great Debbie Duhane.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Happy New Year. And alternate side parking rules are suspended for Rosh Hashanah. Metered parking rules in effect. It is a gridlock alert day because of the UN General Assembly. Avoid the east side. Watch for delays. Van Wyck southbound getting down toward Hillside Ave with construction. Bethpage State Parkway northbound slowing down as you get into Bethpage Black. It's all due to extra volume as you get out for the opening ceremonies for the Ryder Cup. Traffic is sponsored by ParkWiz. New Yorkers know the hacks. Here's one for parking. ParkWiz. Reserve ahead and pay up to 50% less than drive-up rates. With ParkWiz, you can book your parking in advance, skip the hassle of searching, and save every time you park. Smarter parking starts here. Download the ParkWiz app today. I'm Debbie Duhane, 880 ESPN, New York.
Hey Yankees fans, hit your next adventure out of the park and onto the water with City Cruises New York. Sail your way to epic skyline views, delicious dining, and premium drinks. Upgrade your game day with a dining cruise, a cocktail sail, or a night with your favorite entertainers aboard City Cruises Live. Whether you're celebrating a win or just the weekend, City Cruises is a shipload of fun. Proud partner of the New York Yankees. Book today at citycruises.com/New York.
Hi, former New York Giant Leonard Marshall here. Please join me at the Alzheimer's Foundation of America Family Fun Day on September 27th. Bring your family to AFA's Barbara Rabinowitz Education and Resource Center in Amityville for a fun-filled day of intergenerational activities in celebration of Grandparents Appreciation Month. Learn more and register at AFA September 27th Family Fun Day by visiting www.afalongisland.org or calling 631-223-4000.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Michaela's Mobile Spa, Michaela! Michaela got a quick business insurance quote from Progressive and chose from over 30 customizable coverages. Sure, it helps she's her only employee and does literally everything. But while others would rest on their laurels, Michaela was hard at work saving big. So take that, hypothetical other employee who doesn't exist. Be your own Michaela. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and coverage selections.
I'm Brent, and I've been on Nutrafol for almost 5 years now. I like Nutrafol because it was a hair growth supplement that was completely drug-free. After 3 months, my hair got stronger and thicker, which gave a huge boost to my social life. I mean, it was life-changing, to be honest.
Get growing at Nutrafol.com/men. That's Nutrafol.com/MEN. These statements and products have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition. Real customers were compensated to share their stories.
All right, then. DNR with you, 880 ESPN. Tell me, I got an email, Sean Dugan. Do you buy into this or no? Despite the fact that you feel like the Giants are a circus, at least you might have your future quarterback. Jets are 0-3 as well. We have no direction going forward at all. At least, if nothing else, you have the illusion of hope. We don't even have that.
Well, I think we have hope. I mean, we're hoping that Aaron Glenn is the right coach.
Okay.
I mean, we're already pretty. I mean, what percentage would you say already believes that Brian Daboll isn't the right coach?
90.
Right. So
Maybe
I mean,
more.
If that's the case, then even if Jaxson Dart does show flashes that he can play, there's a real chance that your coach is gone. And now we start down this road of a new coach, like married up with a quarterback that he didn't draft, and now your quarterback having to learn a new offense and go into year 2.
Correct.
Like, what does that do for his progress and his development?
It's not good. None of it's good.
It's not great. But this is self-inflicted, man. You made this decision.
Stop saying you.
No, you're the Giants, though.
Stop saying I wouldn't have made this decision.
Well, but your team made this decision.
My team made this decision.
Yep.
Yes. I would have moved, and I like Brian Daboll. I think he's a nice guy. I would have cleaned house last season. You went 3-14.
3-14, you won a game that you didn't really need to win, but you felt like you had to. Ownership felt like they had to. Some meaningless home game against the Colts.
That, to me, in its own right, doesn't even get enough conversation. Why would a meaningless game against the Indianapolis Colts with a quarterback who's not even on the roster anymore have any impact or influence on an organization?
Because you didn't want to live through the embarrassment of going winless at home. And you had an extra home game, correct?
Oh, yeah, they were 1-8.
Yeah. It didn't win in the division. Yeah, all of it was bad. And then, but the only reason that you could like surmise that was the case was because they clearly were not coaching to win in week 18. That last game of the season, they were actively not trying to win that game
against the Eagles, right? And their backup quarterback, because they never beat the Eagles anyway, or Washington, or Dallas, really anybody.
But then you turn around and try to first trade for Matthew Stafford. That doesn't work out, and then try to trade for the first overall pick. You had the first overall pick.
Yeah, that's right.
It was yours. You just showed me in week 18 that you're not above trying to.
How ridiculous is that?
Trying to coach to lose a game.
And by the way, if you had Matthew Stafford here, I know it would be better, but you think they wouldn't be 0-3? They'd be 0-3. They'd be 0-3.
I don't know. I don't know if they're 0-3 if Matthew Stafford's the quarterback.
Okay.
I think that Matthew Stafford gives them a better chance, especially in the red zone. I think Matthew Stafford probably gives them a better chance.
I think, listen, Stafford's terrific. He wouldn't have played better than Russell Wilson against Dallas.
No, but I think he would have played better than Russell Wilson in weeks 1 and 3.
Definitively.
Yeah, so.
But I don't know if that's enough to win. Remember, it's not like.
Oh, maybe it's not. I mean,
Washington
listen.
took their foot off the gas. Not like Washington had to score any points.
No, I mean, there were plays outside of just Russell Wilson not being good anymore or the offense not being good. I mean, there were plays that you could have made in that game that could have changed things. Like if Bobby Okereke just jumps on the ball and doesn't get ripped away by Patrick Mahomes.
Unbelievable, that play.
Right. I mean, come on, man. So, I mean, there are plays to be made, but like we always talk about, bad teams don't make those plays. Good teams do. Like Patrick Mahomes has the presence of mind in that moment to go rip the ball out of, Okereke's hands.
But it was probably the thought of like, this is my fault. Now I'm going to go remedy it.
Right. Which is, I mean, that's how wouldn't that be what you wanted?
Of course.
Right.
Of course. Let's go to our buddy Edgar in Bloomingdale. Good morning, Edgar. You're on 880 ESPN.
What's up, boys? That fourth down series where he threw it in the tunnel and then he threw it off the goalpost, right there, I'm announcing Jaxson Dart's the starter next week. I'm sorry. It's time. It's time. Giants fans need this. If he stinks, what are you going to do? Sit around and wait more? You can't.
Well,
you can't.
If he stinks, and now you're back to square one.
Right, he's got to be ready, man. It can't be. It's not as simple as say, Russell Wilson stinks, so let's just throw Dart in.
If Russell Wilson stinks, and you believe that Winston gives you a better chance to win, like I'm being honest with you, if the Giants came out today and said we're going to go with Winston because we just don't think Dart is ready and we don't want to hurt his future and his progress, I would have no problem with that.
See, I would.
Why?
Because he's a play away from being in the game anyway as the backup. So if you didn't think he's ready, I mean, how old's Russell Wilson? 37?
Yeah.
Right. So he takes a bad hit, gets, like what happened to Justin Fields the other day, gets a concussion. Now he's your starting quarterback.
That's right.
So if he's not ready to start a game, then he shouldn't be ready to be the backup.
You're right on that aspect, but I'm just saying if we've determined over this time that it was a bad decision, we made a misstep, and we're going to go with Jameis Winston.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a great look.
It's not a great look. Nothing is a great look, Rick.
Well, I mean, what a great look is, here's our plan. We have conviction behind our plan. Russell Wilson is not what we need right now. Jaxson Dart is his skill set is better for what we're trying to do. We're going to go with Jaxson Dart. We feel good about it. Okay,
great. Let that be the case. Let him be phenomenal. I hope to God that's the case. AFC, massive game. Kansas City and Baltimore this week.
Huge. Yeah,
massive game.
Yeah, both teams 1-2.
Is it fair to say in your mind that Buffalo, and I know that they got lucky and fortunate and all those things, is the best team in the AFC now, though?
I think at this point, I mean, I don't know. They shouldn't have beat the Ravens.
Nope.
Right, but they did. I think we all agree at this point that Josh Allen is probably the best quarterback in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have the easier division at this point. Right? I mean, I think the AFC East compared to, I know Cincinnati's got no quarterback. I don't think Pittsburgh's great. Cleveland's defense is really good. Yeah, I think it's fair to say that Buffalo right now. Buffalo, Chargers. I still think the Ravens are going to figure it out. You see that stat that the Ravens have had, like, I don't know what it is, 20 losses when they had a touchdown lead in the second half?
They've had 20 losses?
Yeah, like they've lost 20. I don't know if it was 20, but it was. They have, since 2020, they have 7 more losses than any other team in the NFL when they've had a touchdown lead in the second half.
It's pathetic. And they
Like,
did
they
it
just
again
find
last
ways
night.
to lose games.
They did it again last night. They're up 21-14, and they completely fell apart.
Right. I mean, you got Derrick Henry fumbles in 3 straight games. So I think they'll figure it out. But, yeah, I think it's fair to say right now with what you've seen, I mean, Buffalo did beat the Ravens, so I think they deserve to be that team.
Well, whether you even consider Buffalo to be like clearing away the best team, you would agree that odds are distinctly in the favor that it's going to go through Buffalo.
Right now, yeah.
Right. Buffalo or the Chargers. So you have Buffalo 1, Chargers 2?
I would still go with Buffalo over the Chargers, yeah.
So is that your order, though? 1, 2?
From what I've seen, we're going strictly off what I've seen so far.
What you've seen so far?
Yeah, I would go Buffalo and the Chargers.
Buffalo and the Chargers. So do you have, and I know it's early, more confidence in the Chargers or in the Ravens?
I still have more confidence in the
Ravens, right?
In the Ravens.
Yeah.
I've still listen, Justin Herbert has now reached that point of his career where I have to see it.
Right.
Like, I know he's awesome.
I think that's fair.
Like, I know he's a really good quarterback, and I know that Jim Harbaugh is an awesome coach, but I also watched this team be a playoff team and lose to not a great version of Houston last year.
No, not great whatsoever.
Right. Like, the whole conversation surrounding Houston last year was, C.J. Stroud took a huge step back, and yet C.J. Stroud still won the division and beat the Chargers. So, until I see it. And, Don, I got a text message from Don. Tell me if you agree with this.
Just now?
Yeah.
Why is he text you and not me?
Because you drive the show, so it's probably easier for me to send text messages.
I can multitask.
We watch that. Whatever you're doing with your hand.
I got my phone ready to go. I can text. I would like it if Don would just send me a hi text at least. But
so Don said it is different. It's different for Dart coming in if Wilson gets hurt as opposed to being named the starter.
But he's still thrust into the game.
Like, either way, I mean, being named the starter, the team has time to actually prepare for you, as opposed to just being thrown in. But either way, you're the starting quarterback now. So what? Like, I mean, so what's the thing? Like, he's not ready to play, but you know what? It's a little easier if he just gets thrown in if Russell Wilson's hurt, and we're okay with that.
No, if
that would
you
make
think
no
he's
sense
capable
either.
of being the backup, you probably believe he's capable of being the starter if you choose to go away from Russell Wilson.
Right.
I'm just saying,
he's the next.
My opinion, and maybe it's a stupid take. I would be fine if they came out today and said, we're going to go with Winston for a small bit of time until we really believe Dart is ready, and then we're going to go in that direction.
Right, but I would ask, and if I'm the reporter there, I would ask.
Yeah, you're going to ask, well, why was he the backup quarterback?
Right. Why, if then he's a play away?
So.
And then they would have to explain that to me. I don't think that. I don't know if that's the case. Like, I've been in situations where, like, you just get thrown in, and because you're not thinking about it, like, you just go out and play well, which is different than, like, having a full week and, like, day of the game to prepare and, like, the nerves and everything else. So it's definitely different, but, like, I can't imagine that if whatever team I was on had me as the backup goalie, was okay with me going in if the goalie played like crap or got hurt.
But they wouldn't start you if the goalie wasn't there?
But then turn around and say, well, you're ready for that, but you're not ready.
Third string goalie as a starter.
Yeah, but you're not ready to be the starter.
Yeah, I agree.
Don wants to call in. Yes, Don, you can call in, please.
Don wants to call?
Yeah, call in, Don.
I do this for free.
How come he only goes through you? It's like
the
Don
voice of the Devils wants to call
anymore.
in. Of course, we'll take that call.
So is it fair to say that Don likes you better than me?
No, I think that Don I text. Like, if I'm going to text into their show now, if Don's driving, I'll text Alan.
I think it's very fair to say.
You do, right?
Yeah, that's my conclusion.
You just want to stir it up, Bumper.
No, listen.
Boys' ass!
It's okay. I mean, you have a hockey connection. There's a respect. But,
No,
okay.
Don still holds a grudge against me for not going into Champions while he was doing. I guess he was doing a radio show at 11 o'clock at night after a game and like going over to his radio show.
Yeah, but
he
you've
still holds that against you?
Like that bothers him.
Yeah,
That's
but
very odd.
That's
and
different.
I try to explain to him that I spent the entire.
We can't deal with Don now, Raymond. We got to go to break. He can wait a minute. Let's go to break. We'll come back. Otherwise, you know who gets yelled at? I get yelled at. Why'd you go to break so late? I'm not playing that game.
This is why he hates you.
Well, that's fine. Then he can hate me. Let's go to break. We'll come
Why is
back.
this guy
and
wearing
we'll
a
have
Jets helmet on
the
TV?
voice of the Devils and the afternoon, the great Don LaGreca. Next, 880 ESPN.
Oh, and there it is. Thank you, Raymond. Raymond, we got to figure out if you can be a bump for the show, too. I'd like to see you guys compete. FanDuel's getting you ready for kickoff with an offer that you're not going to want to miss. New customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. That's right. You pick a bet $5, and if it wins, you'll unlock $300 in bonus bets to use all across the app. You can build parlays, bet player props, ride the live lines, whatever your style, FanDuel has you covered. The NFL season is finally here. The only question is, are you ready to play? Visit FanDuel.com/Rick to download the FanDuel app today and get started. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions do apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
You know so much about who you are. But do you know what makes your body your body? With over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help you know the truth. Because you know you're made of grit, wit, and a good heart. But just how healthy is that heart? You know you're made up of all the places you've called home. You know you're made of your mom's sarcasm. And now you can find out if you have her thyroid too. You know you're made of college all-nighters and 30s early-nighters, but those still don't explain your sleep issues. You know that you're made up of good meals with even better conversation. But are you actually absorbing those nutrients? A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
We are proud to serve our country, to serve our local communities, to wear the uniform, to be a soldier, to serve abroad when and where duty calls. We are ready to stand with our brothers and sisters to defend, to serve, to fight. We're always ready, we're always there. We are the New York Army National Guard.
Sponsored by the New York Army National Guard.
Game time isn't just on the field. It's in your driveway, too. At Kia City of the Bronx, they're making plays with the full lineup of brand new Kias ready for you at 3505 Connor Street. Don't sit on the sidelines while your dream car drives by. Visit KiaCity.com or call 646-917-7955 and they'll get you behind the wheel of something fresh. Kia City of the Bronx. This is how the Bronx drives.
You matter, and so does your well-being. If you're facing tough moments, struggling with anxiety, depression, thoughts of suicide, or substance use, help is here anytime you need it. Call, text, or chat 988 for free confidential support. New Jersey's 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here 24/7 for you or someone you love, with trained counselors who listen and care without judgment. You matter. Remember New Jersey's 988. A message from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
This is Joe Budden. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So I'm here to make sure you don't miss any of the daily fantasy action this football season with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code PLAYNOW to get $50 in site credits after you play your first $5. That's code PLAYNOW to get $50 in site credits after you play your first $5. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Out here, pets are always by your side, watching the herd, running fence lines, or asleep at your feet. Pets are some of our favorite customers. When you bring them along to Tractor Supply, we'll always have a treat waiting. And with our price match guarantee, you'll always get the best price on their favorite food, toys, treats they love, and pet meds to keep them healthy. Tractor Supply, for pets out here.
The ESPN New York Couchcast is coming, and things are heating up.
We genuinely really get along with each other.
I don't even think Peter watches sports. You could make the argument that Rick doesn't get enough credit for being a low-key fraud.
Carlin's going to be at this Couchcast, too, so we got to make sure we have a lot of cannolis.
The ESPN New York Couchcast is Monday night, September 29th. See it all unfold on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. Brought to you by the All-American Ford Auto Group, Calandra's Bakery, and Jacob's Pickles.
All right, DNR with you, 880 ESPN. Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's exactly when it's time. Yankees hosting the White Sox, 7:05 tonight, while the Mets, an all-important game in Chicago, taking on the Cubs at 7:40, and that's game time Brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. He called in and has a great relationship with Rick. I thought I had one with him as well, but I'm not sure at this point. That is the great Don LaGreca. Good morning, Don. How are you?
I'm sorry. Don't be so sensitive about this. It's just I'm driving. I'm trying to text and drive, which don't do it. It's not worth it. But I did it, so I didn't want to multitask the whole let's include Dave in there. And Rick's right. I want to get the point across. Might as well get it to the guy that's not, running the show. And that's why I picked Rick.
All right.
Well, don't be offended.
That's fine. That's fine. You know that I love you. Who do you think is it? We had this conversation earlier on this show. Who do you think will be the most annoying at the Couchcast on Monday night?
Most annoying on the Couchcast?
Mm-hmm.
Alan.
Oh,
why?
Well, because Alan's a Jet fan.
Right. Rick's a Jet fan.
And I just can find no, I know, but I just have a feeling that of the two, Alan will be a little bit more annoying.
Interesting.
Because I think Rick will be a fan. I think Alan's going to break it down.
Oh, God.
And that'll be annoying to me.
Yeah, that'll be. Do you think Alan's going to try to run point during the Couchcast?
Yes.
You do.
Well, I think he was given that assignment. Yes.
What exactly does that mean?
I think he is running point on this.
That
what
means
does that mean,
if there's a
though?
lull in conversation, Alan's like, "So guys, what do you think about this?"
Oh, I see.
Almost like a game show host.
I got to tell you, and maybe it's by design, guys, and I don't want to blow anything up, but because we've been working on this for a long time, and I think it's a tremendous idea now that with the whole relationship with YouTube, it's going to be fantastic.
Yep.
But I've never gone into something that we've known.
Did we lose Don?
Yeah, we lost him.
That's terrific.
Well, it's the risk you run when you're calling in from someplace. You know what I mean? Like when you're in the car, you just hit a dead spot.
But it felt like he just got taken.
He might have been taken.
He went away very quickly.
Maybe there's somebody that wanted the Devil's job that didn't get it. And used
Applying
this opportunity.
sabotage.
Yeah,
You
like they
think
used
there's
this
a
opportunity.
saboteur?
Yeah, like, hey, they're listening to the show. This is the perfect opportunity. Don's busy, not paying attention. Let's grab him.
I think that's what happens when you start throwing opinions out there that some people don't like.
Do you think maybe it was Alan?
Maybe
Alan heard, I think Alan's going to be the most annoying, and he went after Don. The show dynamic should be interesting today.
Yeah.
I don't know how that lands.
Yeah, Alan, who gave him that job, Don disappears moments later. I mean, if you had to start somewhere with a suspect,
Right.
where would you start?
It doesn't look great for Alan.
Oh, it's motive. Definitely have motive.
They probably, at a minimum, the police probably take him and question him, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. There's a lot going on. And how do you think that sits today, even if it wasn't Alan that did that took Don? How do you think that sits today on their show? That he's
If
like,
Don
so
is
you
really
think I'm gonna be
taken?
annoying?
Oh, what, did he say that Alan would be the most annoying?
Yeah, even if it didn't have anything to do with Don's disappearance. How do you think it goes over that Alan said on our show that someone on his show, Alan, will be the most annoying on the Couchcast?
Yeah, I don't think that lands well.
No, of course not.
I mean,
and
nor should it.
Nor should it.
Yeah. I mean, it's hurtful. I'm not going to lie. I was surprised he said that, especially
I was
because
surprised
he thinks
as well. Now, what I do love about Don is there's just a stream of honesty. Like, he really believes Alan, and he's not going to hold punches and not say Alan.
Which, if you think about it, he also has called me a fraudulent fan. So for him to say that, I mean, he really means it.
Yeah, he thinks Alan is going to be highly annoying during the Couchcast.
Right,
I don't think anybody's going to be annoying.
I don't want to try to, connect anything here. But it almost leads me to believe that he just thinks that Alan's annoying, period.
Don was not taken. Don, is that right? This is what we're starting to think. Maybe you just don't like Alan. Is there any truth to that?
Well, listen at 3, and I'll reveal.
Oh, yeah.
What a tease that
My
is.
true feelings about Alan Hahn.
What a tease. So give us quickly, because we got to go in 90 seconds.
I feel bad.
No, it's fine. Give us, we were concerned you were taken. Your take, is it time for Jaxson Dart now? I want him. Rick is hesitant. I'm ready for the next regime of quarterback here.
Well, if he's ready, play him. But if he's ready, then why didn't he at least throw in the 6 or 7 times he's been out there to run plays? So I just wanted to just clarify. He's backing up because he gets to play with the number ones and he gets a better look. He's dressed. But I think there's a big difference coming in for an injury where they can kind of dumb it down for him, get through that game, as opposed to being named the starting quarterback. Because, listen, he could come in for an injured Wilson this week, say, and then against the Saints, Winston starts. Like, just because he's the backup does not mean he's next. He's next in that game, but doesn't mean that he's up next for the season.
Yeah,
that
doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense to me, though. Because,
well,
there's a
chance because in practice as the backup, you work with the one as the backup quarterback.
Okay, and done, that's fine. But I also recognize, we experienced as Jets fans, right? Aaron Rodgers pops his Achilles 4 plays into the game. Russell Wilson gets hurt in the first drive, and now, Jaxson Dart, who is only the second-string quarterback because I want to get him first-team reps in practice, is thrown out there for, 3.5 quarters. Just go figure it out, kid.
But there will be less pressure in those situations as opposed to being named the starting quarterback, and then the job has to be taken from you. When you come in, like when you came up as a backup goaltender, it didn't mean that the starting goaltender was any threat of losing his job, even if you played well. But if I name you the starting goaltender, that's a completely different animal.
Right, but if I was the backup goalie, and the starting goalie got hurt, my assumption would be that now I'm the starting goalie as opposed to, hey, we're okay with just throwing you in, but we don't trust you to be the starting goalie moving forward.
Yeah, but in hockey, there's only 2 goaltenders. If there was a veteran third goaltender, you may not have thought that.
All right, listen, I understand what you're saying.
The whole clock thing. We're just going to.
Oh, it's not my fault.
Oh, it's not your. You
it is
keep
actually
asking
your
questions.
fault.
Don,
listen, you guys can all
respect the clock. We got to go. We love you. We'll tune in at 3.
All right.
Bye, Don.
It's Don's
I got RJ
fault.
yelling at me because you
Don's
keep asking
fault.
questions.
Well, we should have brought him back on then if you didn't want to run through the clock.
I said it to both of you.
Raymond,
Hi.
3 stars.
Sure.
Today's 3 stars.
If we're talking about, Don, we've got 30 seconds and we have a full-blown argument.
Well, hurry it up. Okay, Raymond?
Number 3.
The clock.
It is Tuesday.
You know what today is? Today's CMT Sandwich Day.
That's right.
Yeah, today's a Buster Mel CMT Sangui.
Very proud of you.
Number 2.
Sangui. What the hell is a sangui?
Yeah, that actually sounded way worse when I heard
That's
about
why I was so confused.
Yeah, I apologize. That was bad.
Shout out to...
We have a bump coming up at about 9:15.
Everyone loves the bump.
The human bump.
And a lot of ways that can be implied, and I'm just going to leave that at that because a lot of people on the YouTube chat had ideas.
Number 1.
Speaking of the YouTube chat,
how about if I put lambskin on the wall? You want that?
No, how about
some venison?
No, we don't want that. See, people are complaining about the look, the backdrop. I'm going to bring one chat to the forefront. George Slingerland. Rick looks like he's at a beautiful speakeasy. Smells of rich mahogany.
Yes.
Dave appears as if he's at a mental institution. Anyway, and then there was one instant where things got a little out of hand.
They could see a lot of thigh.
How do you see this? My thighs look sexy?
Psst, show it.
No, we don't want that.
Can you see my hand on my right thigh right now?
No, I don't like what your hand is doing right now.
Everyone can see your hand. And here's the thing. We don't have a dump button on YouTube, so that lives forever.
Gross.
Probably not advised, but you do that.
You do that. But we can point out, you called RJ the human bump, but at that point...
The numbers popping on the ESPN New York channel
That's
on YouTube.
That's not the only thing.
Absolutely popping and gross and disgusting. Thanks for that.
You guys are the best. It's Rule 76.
No excuse for like a champion. It's DiPietro Rothenberg.
Sanguines.
Right here on 880. And, of course, YouTube.
Delicious. Delicious.
At Garden City Mazda, discover more about what moves you.
Our fall kickoff savings start now. Don't miss out.
Our inventory of new and Mazda